Hello! Hello, everybody! I'm a sad, emotional boy today on episode 69. All here by myself. Don't know what I'm going to do without my co-host today. I'm very sad. Oh my God! We've never had live music on the podcast before.
I am already out of breath.
Live music on the podcast. Welcome.
And hello.
This is
The nice episode.
the
Very
nice week of 420, episode 69. We didn't plan it. It just happened
Giggity.
that way. But here we are. In makeup, in instrument, as we said we would.
Yeah.
A lot of my makeup has came off at this point. It's like fucking...
Much like any ability
absorbing
I
into my
had
skin.
at the saxophone, just fell right off after
Yep.
a decade of inaction. Who'd have thought?
So here's our two piss poor attempts to rectify the emo and the sax player thing for you guys.
I promise to be able to play Careless Whisper by episode 100.
See, I like that. I like being here with promises.
I almost had it for this one, so I can't play those high notes yet. I just don't have my lung capacity back, but I tried to drop it an octave and just play all the same notes on the lower octave, and I just couldn't quite get it. I need a little more time and do a little more cardio so I can play these notes.
Gotta get your lung strength up.
But I was happy, man. I remembered all my scales. Well, not all my scales, but at least like the basic scales. I still got a little bit of it. It ain't all there, but it ain't all gone either.
Just like
Danny's emo skills.
right, exactly. It's
Yes.
just like Mr. Miyagi said, wax on, wax off with the saxophone, right? That's
Yeah.
how it works.
Right, yeah. Booty Tootie, the next time you see this saxophone on screen, I'll be able to play that song. You're never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
All right, so
Woo.
we are here to, excuse me, gosh dang, I need to stop that. Right at the top already.
Party.
It's because I've been smoking marijuanas and Sabadays and coffees and
With a bidet, is that what you said? Did I hear a bidet?
Sabadays.
Oh, okay. I was like, that sounds
I've been
sounds like
drinking
a
out of the
nice
bidet.
cleansing experience.
I mean,
you
I'm
know?
sad. That's,
Roll a J, sit on the bidet, wash all my
I like that.
struggles away.
Have you ever done that? Lit up on the toilet, like while you're taking a fat shit. Decided. Like,
No, I've never done that at your
smoke
house.
Well, as long as you're not putting it in the upper deck, you know, that's all I ask. Don't leave me any presents that I can't find.
Noted. I'm gonna have to change my New Year's plans, but that's okay.
So anyways, thank you for being here for episode 69. We got some beautiful art here today. Here, let me show you. We love it.
So I'll put this down eventually. You know.
I commissioned us some extra special episode 69 art here, as you can see. Kevin playing his saxophone and me applying makeup as I would in the mirror, you know, because I did it myself. I know how to do this.
Saw it live. And forgive the lack of suit. I didn't quite live up to the thumbnail.
Well,
but
me either.
It's a lot warmer up in here than I thought it would be, and there's no way
You're not
that I'm
sweating
suited up for
success.
this. We'll save that one for the 100. We'll get a little t-shirt. I tried to find a denim tuxedo. What are those called? A Canadian tuxedo? What do they call that?
Is that racist?
Is that
no,
nationalist?
They're not raced.
I didn't
They're
mean
not
to.
racist.
I didn't mean it to. Well, actually, I can say that because I have family in Canada, so
I like that.
safe.
You can say
What
you
up,
have
B-Dub?
You have the pass, huh?
Yeah,
The
I got the-
Canadian pass.
I got the stamp of approval.
I like that. Well, so at the top here, You might not have tuned in for the morning show, but if you caught any of it, did you see the quartering stuff I talked about?
No,
I know you'll love it.
I missed the quarter. Wait, maybe. I caught some of the morning show, but I don't know if I remember this. Tell the folks, because I'm thinking that I did catch this now,
Check
but I don't
this
want to
out,
spoil
dude.
it.
Yeah,
I believe he's paying $1 million, right?
I
for
wish he
this?
was paying me $1 million.
Is he getting
I don't know how much
doesn't he have
money he's
a
paying.
$1 million coach?
Oh my god! Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Okay.
I didn't
That's what
get
I
where
thought.
you're going with that. So the quartering, it was around Thursday or whatever. Like I said, I talked about on the morning show a little bit. I have the list from my Anon trainer. I start tomorrow. Fight between the real RTU, Review Tech USA, and the quartering is confirmed for 8/1/23. So that's this year, right? Yeah. What year is it?
April.
But yeah, dude, that's coming up.
4 months away, baby.
The even
Not even.
funnier thing. So okay, yeah, the quartering is in boxing match with somebody, and it's Review Tech USA. That guy's kind of a weirdo too, so it's like cool, whatever. But I thought one of the cooler aspects of it, I didn't pull the tweet, so I'm not gonna even bother looking it up now. But guess who his trainer is?
Oh, you know it, lad.
Oh, dude. I have my computer turned down so low.
Oh, no.
In Los Angeles, at your house.
Fluffy's gonna be mad at me.
I was gonna say,
I
was
haven't
my-
played any clips yet.
Was my sax playing quiet? I'm
No,
gonna
we're
get in
good.
trouble,
We're
dude.
good. We're good. It was just the computer volume. So they missed a little bit of.
Oh, you know it's lad. You know that Hassan Piker. I'm coming to kill you in Los Angeles, at your house.
So can you believe though? How do we get the quartering and Sam Hyde together to teach him how to box? Like, oh my god, dude. Right. I mean, maybe there's
all
some
that
money involved.
coffee money, dude.
He fucking like
First
Sam
of all, he saves so much money on plumbing every year. Jeremy does.
peeing in his basement and
Yes.
waffle stomping shit down in his fucking little vents.
Waffle stomping.
Yeah,
Thank you for that. Oh,
But
play the brown
I don't
note.
know how we get like it's sometimes the things that happen on the internet just blow me away, Like Sam Hyde gets into some trouble all the time. The quartering puts rainbow bottles up Dylan Mulvaney's butt on his thumbnail like every other week, Yes. for real. But to see the two cross paths in a positive way too is weird. Cause like I could see maybe Jeremy saying something stupid or like seeing something Sam Hyde says and like getting pissed about it and like fucking tweeting about it and them going at it like that. But for him to be like, I want my trainer to be Sam Hyde, and he like calls him out on Twitter. And then Sam did a like poll or whatever. Should I train this weirdo or whatever? And people said yeah. So
I thought these guys
you
would
go.
make an odd pairing. I didn't see them as exactly friends, but
I
I'm
hope it's an
excited for the
unfortunate
footage.
I hope it's
really am.
I hope it's like an iDubbbz thing, where he's like, yeah, sure, I'll fucking train.
What,
you."
where he hires someone to pretend to be a meth head, and like that way, or in another
No.
way,
Not in that way.
where he
No,
he
I mean,
brings him
like-
to a gym, but it's not a gym; it's like an abandoned barn, and he's like, "Oh yeah, oh you know what, lad, this is where
Well,
we're
you
gonna."
know how he gets down. Like Sam could do something weird with this, where he's like, oh, of course I'll train you or whatever, and he's like, yeah, come here for your first training lesson, and then the quartering shows up, and it's like, yeah, it's like a fucking slaughterhouse or something. He's like, come on, we about to punch some
He does
dead
his best,
cows or
his
something.
best Mickey impression. This guy's gonna hurt you. He wants to kill you.
So there you go.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Like The
anyways.
Office meets Rocky.
So another thing that I looked at on the morning show that I thought would be awesome to bring to your eyes here. Whoa, Vicky, okay? I don't know if you remember her. She used to go online and be like, my ancestry.com says I'm black. And talk about how she's black, but she's
Can't do black
light
voice, dude. That's like
skinned.
it's like
Right, okay, I guess. I'm
audible.
in emo face.
It's
right now.
audio
I can do whatever I
blackface,
want.
dude. You can't do that. That's and you're doing it online, so it's also digital blackface, dude. Calm down.
But anyways, I mean, that's,
Poland's in here. She's gonna.
I mean,
You're gonna
right,
be,
you
you're
gotta
getting
watch.
exposed.
But Vicky is basically known online for her antics, and one of her antics, big claim to fame, is her ancestry.com and how she is part black. So, anyways, that was the kind of meme of what she is online when she was around. She's been gone for a while.
Not long enough.
Not long enough, but she's back, and she's on We in Miami podcast. I don't know if you guys are familiar with We in Miami. Ever heard?
Yeah, it's my favorite Will Smith song. Party in the city where the heat is on all night on the
Yeah. Oh. Wow. I wonder if that yeah, they know that. Is Will Smith on this
You
podcast?
stole that beat from the Whispers. Little song called "And the Beat Goes On."
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yes.
So let's listen to Whoa Vicky
If we must.
talk about Lil Nas X. our
Happy
boy.
holiday.
What you think about Lil Nas X?
I feel like he needs Jesus.
What about Lil Uzi?
He needs Jesus too. They both definitely sold their soul. I wanted to say this about Lil Nas X. I got a few friends that went to school with him, and they said he was never gay. So
Wait, so is she doing a voice?
Is she still
you
doing the
accused me of a
voice?
voice. Is she doing a voice?
I believe.
Serious?
So I know for a fact, like what he doing is because
I
like,
believe-
they told him,
I believe
like,
she
you gotta
is.
do this now if you want.
So you feel like he not really gay?
I feel like ain't nobody really gay in Jesus'
Well-
name, amen. It's getting
Oh.
popularity, getting
What
you
a
money,
turn.
getting you views.
What a face
So
turn.
it's like,
or a heel turn, depending on your thoughts on Christianity.
you
She's
go.
going all full Christian on him, huh?
Yeah, full Christian on. She's a
No one's gay in Jesus' name, amen. Nah,
Ain't no
like
one
my
really gay in
this
Jesus'
seat got
name,
hot
amen.
with me saying it. I'm gonna have to put this thing down. My skin's burning. What? I'm telling you, dude. I got Mandela affected over here. There's no way this is the same universe I grew up in. No way.
Well, you never know. Can you prove it?
Yeah.
Was there a
The
movie?
Berenstain Bears, dude.
What's
and
the-
Shazam with Sinbad.
You know, that's a good question. What's your favorite one of those? What's your favorite, like, you said Berenstain Bears.
My favorite Mandela effect?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I love the classic. The main staple is almost my favorite. The,
The Mandela one?
well, not the one it's named after. But the Shazam or whatever. The fucking Shaq movie that people always reference.
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever.
because they am the Sinbad
Or
one.
Sinbad.
Yeah, that's
what
my
I mean.
favorite one,
Sinbad,
too.
Yeah, yeah. It's not, I mean, I don't even know what's real and what's fake about that anymore. Because I feel like I've crossed so many universes over time that, like, maybe that movie's real or not. I don't even really know.
Yeah.
Honestly, it doesn't matter what universe we're in because they're all going
'Cause
to
it's
end
fucked.
someday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, sorry. I walked all over his emo thing, guys. I'm sorry. But we are
Oh,
fucked.
goodness gracious. Speaking of being fucked, Kevin, and yeah, going forward here.
You're not going to start pitching your fansly like Ian did last night, are you?
No, I won't pitch you any Fansly. What I mean by we're fucked is like literally. Like,
Okay.
Well, okay, never mind. I'll walk that back.
So it's
again.
free then.
What I mean by we're fucked is figuratively. We're
Hmm.
fucked. Like you'll see. Just
Oh, no.
watch. Tell me how much hope you have for humanity when we have things going on like this.
Oh. Well, that's so.
I tried
can't-
to time it.
You can't play that hype of a song with a gun in your hand and not expect for it to just go off. Like your fingers, of course, is gonna go off, man.
Boom, dude. I mean, like,
And yes, VW.
I said guns are fun when I tweeted this out. I mean, like, let's watch it without the music because you know. But she basically, I mean, this could be so fake. Obviously, it could just be edited that way, where she just blasts her fucking phone. But I feel like that is the vibe of America right now. It's fucking.
This is America.
Check out my gun. Yeah, this is America, baby. I got a gun, you know. I don't really know how to use it, but, you know, I can get it now for free. I can just go buy one or they'll
For free?
give it to me.
Wait a minute.
Or
Wait
pick
a
it up
minute.
off the street or
Where'd
something.
you get this from? CNN? What are you talking? You can't get.
Oh, shit. You know, blast your fucking phone.
You know how
to
many free
smithereens.
guns I've acquired in my life? Well, this isn't about me,
They
so
always tell me
don't
to
answer that
scratch
question.
the numbers off of it or whatever. So that's what I do every time I
They
find one.
inherited them from my grandfather. Okay.
So there you go. We're fucked. That's
They're
what I mean
old.
by we're fucked.
Yeah.
You know, getting started good there. I just had to show you.
Rule number 1, if you're going to show your gun off on Instagram, just make sure it's not loaded first. I mean, that's the rule number 1 for any time you're going to touch a gun. Rule number 2 is you're always supposed to treat it like it's loaded, dipshit. So why am I God damn it, I'm mansplaining guns. I'm sorry. Very funny. Aren't they doing a sequel
pass
of
for, like-
Idiocracy, that Mike Judge thing? Is that happening?
Yeah. Well, you know,
think
that's
that's
just
real.
a self-fulfilling prophet. Like, that's coming true. Undoubtedly.
President
More and more
Camacho.
every day, I'm convinced that movie, Idiocracy, is becoming a real thing, yes. Let's look at chat, and then we'll get into some more...
I tell you what, doggo, if we were in a boxing match,
Crazy shit.
I'd offer to submit via Thai hug.
We were talking about hugs last night. Thank you, by the way, to anyone that came... Well, I mean, thank you. I mean, whatever. It was fun hanging
No, you were
out.
right. Thank you. You were right. You
It
had
was
it.
fun hanging out with some of y'all in Discord, watching Creator Clash. It was a good time. So if you are interested in fun stuff like that every once in a while, you should join the Discord. We had a nice night just, you know, chumming. It was like sitting around on the couch, drinking some beers, watching some
Watching the
sports.
game, having a bud.
With it. I was gonna say, I'm not one of those guys, so I was like thinking it through in my head, like how
There's
to
your
explain it. I don't do that.
25-year-old meme for the day. That's older than that. It's like 30-year-old meme.
You're old, dude. You're
means
old, and you're showing it.
old.
They all think we're old now.
Well, the hairline didn't do it. Something was bound to.
Yeah, I was gonna say I sold that the other episode where I didn't wear my hat.
Plus, this thing has like rust on it. So yeah, you were gonna figure it out eventually.
All right, let's see what's going on in chat. Doggo says, "What's up with the thumbs?" I like the thumbs. Booty Tootie, nice to see you because you're never gonna dance again. You're sexy sax man, Kevin.
Coming soon.
Give me a toot, Kev. Doggo wants the brown note.
Oh, I got to work my way up to that. We're still in like the beginner stage of coming back here.
Don't you wish that was real? How fucking awesome would it be? It would be
course,
like a
it's totally
weapon of
not
mass
real, yeah.
destruction. Seriously, it'd be illegal. It'd be worse than guns. If there was a note that they could play and everybody in the vicinity
think
that
so?
heard it shit their pants.
Isn't that a great way to end something somewhat peacefully?
You
Like
just
imagine,
drop a brown note bomb.
yeah, like instead of having mace and having to blind someone starts shit with you, and on your little key fob you have a horn that plays the brown note, and they just shit themselves. Like, at the end of the day, all that's hurt is their ego and their underwear. They might need a new pair of pants.
How many car wrecks could I cause if my horn in
Now
my
that's
car
where you're
was a
getting
brown
dangerous.
note?
I mean, I don't know. That's now and see
love
now
it. Chaotic.
now you're right. Now it is worse than guns. The way that you're applying it,
I told you, dude.
turning your car into a fucking brown torpedo.
That's why I got the makeup on today. My real
pure chaos.
My real darkness is coming out.
He's a nihilist.
Let's see. Vault says, "Hey, everybody, hi." Yeah, we might have had a few before the show today. It's the 420 week. I was thinking about this too. I got to look at my calendar real quick in the middle of the show. But Thursday is 420. So my morning show this week is on 420.
By God,
That'll
that'll be fun. I'll be at work.
Mm.
Definitely not participating in any of those shenanigans.
We don't do that at work.
No.
Okay, let's see. Parking Tiger says, "Hi, friends." Vault Wanderer says, "Hi, friend." Play the brown note, like I said. Yeah, that's good. Hi, Carla.
Saving that
Nice
for
to see
episode
you.
100. It'll be George Michael followed by Baker Street, and then Brown Note to send us home.
What is this, dude? I get criticism already from VW. Teddy Fresh hat, Coheed and Cambria T-shirt. Danny is being extra Danny this episode. Yeah, I'm
Not to mention all the makeup and nail polish.
This is what I just wear. I actually just
He
showed
works
up
hard to
normal
keep
today.
to take this off, right? Like usually when I get here on Sundays, he's like, "Hang on, just about 15 more minutes of the acetone. I'll have all this shit off my fingernails, and we can go live."
Well, I guess you're seeing me unmasked today. Danny is almost a little too Danny this episode. Thanks. I appreciate you all. No. Vicky is pulling a Xylee saying she's 15% Puerto Rican but black. Xylee isn't 15% Puerto Rican? I thought for sure, dude. I thought she was
15% warrior princess with a name like that.
Amazonian?
Yeah.
I wish she was. She'd be a little
Xena.
taller.
Damn it. That's another like 30-year-old reference from me. What the
Xena
fuck, guys?
and Xylee, yeah, no.
God damn it.
Xylee. I wonder where do you come up with a name like that?
Xanax bars.
Yeah. That's
Wait,
what it is, isn't it?
Did I say that one out loud?
That's what it is. You just exposed it. It's
Oops.
Xylee for Xanax. I mean, she is like a trailer park lady, so it's like, no, I'm not surprised by that. She smokes down she used to choke down all kinds of cigarettes. Now she does the environmentally friendly machine or whatever.
What's that? You want to do that one again? In slow-mo for me?
Xylee does this all the time. That's all she does.
Clip gang, let's go.
Oh my gosh, I feel bad. Sorry, Xylee. You just happen to be the name.
I'd be sorry for you, man. You're the one who just did this 3 times on that. See, I did it too. We're done.
Come on, thank you. You know that they're good at that too. I'm gonna get so many DMs now. Goodness gracious.
Gotta embrace it.
I'm sure she walked back the black stuff at one point, VW says. Well, I mean, it doesn't sound like it. You hear her talk? I don't know if she's walking back anything.
That's just her accent now.
Has Danny got lipstick on? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's not anymore. It's coming off quick. Danny is metrosexual, just like Parking Tigers. I mean, some people say that
Congrats.
I am Parking Tigers, actually.
Oh.
My alt account.
Okay. I didn't know that one. That's okay.
Let's see. I got 2 guns right here, baby.
Yeah.
Should I really flip?
Earth.
Watch magnet fishing channels. If you want a gun, just go to any bridge and magnet fish. No shot, really? Yeah, they throw them over the bridge.
I never thought of that. That's a
I
good
like
idea.
that. Good idea.
I mean, in Minecraft or something. What do we have to say to that? Yeah, that's a terrible idea. You should never do that.
Listen to this, dude.
Well, let the police do those things.
Chat might have discovered a revelation here.
Oh no.
Doggo says 9/11 wouldn't have happened if the brown note existed.
Correct.
You know,
Bold.
they're all worried about curing cancer or like COVID vaccines or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, the next best invisible jet. No. Somebody needs to get Beethoven out here and fucking get us the brown note. Solve all the problems.
Maybe Tesla made it, and it's just been hidden away. He had a wireless energy infinite brown note laser beam that would just make any pilot shit themselves in a plane or whatever.
Yeah.
He made a lot of stuff. Who's to say he didn't make that?
Oh, goodness
What
gracious.
brand of eyeliner do you use?
I don't know, actually. Thank you.
It's Party City, probably.
Yeah. We use Wet and Wild. I like that. Wet and Wild. Xylee on the Zanny Berries. She is a female Ethan Ralph. Yeah, I mean, well. Ugh. I would lean into the Xylee being a female Ethan Ralph more if there was footage of her like getting in physical altercations online. Like if she went to the grocery store and like fought people in her like hillbilly town wherever she lives in Michigan or whatever. I'm just talking a bunch of shit today.
He's feeling it.
So let's move on. Chat's on one today, just like we are.
I love it.
Let's see. Someone
next?
reached out about naming their kid Clout Route. Did you hear this?
No.
It's kind of wild. Let me read this to you, okay? So it's a big twit longer. Big
We don't have a
giant
drum
tweet.
to roll, so I'll just hold a G note.
So I'm not gonna like leave this up. I'm just letting you see like this is what I'm about to read, not all of it.
I'm probably out of tune though.
Don't be fooled by people claiming they named their kid after you. Okay? Now, this is a streamer. I was streaming on Saturday, and an individual came into my stream and told me that them and their spouse loved my videos so much they wanted to name their firstborn after me. Honestly, I was so touched at the moment that I didn't even bat an eye and even think that they were lying. Okay?
Not okay, but okay.
They created a fabricated story about how they met their spouse and talked about how they felt. Hold on, I lost my
You are
place.
multitasking.
I'm multitasking. They created a fabricated story about how they met their spouse.
This is how kids get put on Ritalin, dude. Chill out.
And talked about how they felt. My videos had always made them laugh. Then told me that his wife was giving birth next week, planned C-section, and I celebrated that. Then, once I was planning ending stream soon, they told me that they were going to lurk because they had to go to the hospital for their child's birth. Okay?
Naturally. Yeah. Sorry. We'll still be watching your live stream
I hope
in the
somebody gives
delivery
birth.
room.
Somebody should give birth during one of our
But
streams. I would
sorry,
like that.
we won't be able to be active in chat. Of course, no sensors should be going off. Pay no attention to Bob Ross behind the curtain over there. There's nothing to see here. Sounds completely natural. Manti Te'o called, and you guys won't get that reference because it's a sports ball thing. So continue, Danny.
I thought it was another old thing, Kevin.
It's like 2012 old.
Okay.
Like, which, you know what? That's when the Mandela effect happened, by the way, was in December of 2012.
Oh. Tell me more.
When the world ended.
Okay.
It's been chronicled in the documentary called The Day After Tomorrow, or maybe it was called
so
2012.
This is a
Sorry, go ahead.
simulation now? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Always has been.
Anyways, let's pick up with the story. Of course, my chat and I were excited because they were saying that they're going to go have their child in chat. My chat and I were so excited, then posted shortly, like 15 minutes later, that the baby Manda was born. There's typos in here. That's why
15 minutes of labor, folks.
Baby Manda was born.
I believe the Guinness Book of World Records was there.
It was a C-section.
That's still pretty quick. I think. I mean, listen.
That's
I've never done either of the two things.
That's pretty quick.
I've known family members who have given birth. A 15 minutes seems a bit quick to me to have a baby ready for an Instagram post or whatever. But
so they even say, I asked, "Wow, how lucky of her to have a quick birth." They told me they lived next to a hospital, and the C-sections were very quick. Then afterwards,
yeah, they have this laser.
Told me that they hope that I make a TikTok video about this moment. Weird. Okay. They're like, please make a TikTok video about how somebody in your chat had a kid.
Please, our baby's
during stream.
Our baby's been alive for a day and he doesn't have any clout. He's already so far behind.
Exactly.
Please.
For real. After stream, this must be me and my mods helped me connect the dots and realized that this is a trend viewers do to streamers. What sucks the most was that I don't even know if that poor child was even their kid. They even showed the bracelet and the timestamp was for 2022. So these people faked ass having a baby, took pictures of, or got pictures of somebody's baby legit, and sent them to this streamer. And then there's a trend, apparently.
Wow.
So
that I feel really bad.
Are you
I
comfortable
feel
with
badly for who is it, Manda, who fell for this? It happens.
Manda was
it
the
happens
baby.
to the best of us. But holy cow!
Would you feel uncomfortable if somebody in chat named their kid Kev or yeah? Kevin.
I like Poland's idea better.
What's this?
Poland just gave birth to twins on stream, and is going to name them Clout and Route.
We give you permission. I feel comfortable about that. Please send us pictures. I need to see proof with the bracelets and everything. Please, Poland. Thank you. Anyways, so yeah, somebody reached out to us and asked if they could name their kid Clout Route, and I was like, sure, go ahead. And then they asked me if I wanted to pay child support or whatever, and I was like, okay, well, that's where we draw the line. I don't got no kids. I ain't paying for no kids.
As Doggo says, just name them Egg, and then
Egg?
we'll be some Arrested Development jokes that can go along with that too. So, her.
Okay, well, let's move on here and let me show.
I said you were fine. What?
Let me show you the hottest story Keemstar has to show us this week, okay?
Oh.
I saw this on Drama Alert, and I was like, what in the absolute fuck kind of shit is he? Why? What is this? Now, everybody look. A game of Monopoly ended with 2 men in the hospital after a samurai sword attack. #drama alert.
I did laugh at this.
One of the injuries is life-threatening, according to Insider and other reports. Eyeball emoji. Have you ever had a game of Monopoly end like this? And he puts a picture of a samurai sword and Monopoly, okay? So I was like, it says Insider and others report. So I was like, okay, scroll down. Usually the next thing is, here's the article where I got this from or whatever. No. And I mean, you scroll through this and it's hell on earth underneath a Keemstar tweet, but I was like, there's no specifics in the story whatsoever. The 2 men ended up in the hospital after a samurai sword attack during Monopoly game. One of the injuries is life-threatening, according to Insider and other reports. Like, where is this? What? Like, when did this happen?
Other reports
There's
are
just like no details at
me.
all. Yeah, and then no articles shared either. Yeah, no article tied to it, no link like right here to like just you could click on real quick to verify what the fuck, or just to see where he even got this story. Where do you even get it? He just made it. He could have just made it up and said Insider reports. I'm like, and what a story to just put out for no reason is what I thought too. Who cares about the fucking samurai sword Monopoly game or whatever? What the fuck are we talking? Drama alert? I mean, talk about drama in a fucking Monopoly game, I guess. Drama alert. So there you go.
I just put the horn down at the worst time, man.
Horn. Blow your horn.
It's actually a
Blow your
phone.
horn. Oh, okay. Anyways, I have to entertain while I do what I was trying to multitask.
Well, in the meantime, I'll check in on chat.
I mean,
Thank
that's
you.
all I had to do.
Thank you, V-Dub. I appreciate that.
What did
Sir,
say here?
name
I'm
my kid
calling
Sir
my kid
Kevin.
Sir Kevin.
Clout of the route, and I'll get him knighted by King Charles.
I like that. I like that. We need some British influence on the Clout Ride, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I would love to be knighted. That's like the nerdiest thing. Like, why doesn't the United States have something equivalent to being like knighted?
Well, there's this little thing called the American Revolution. And according to Alex Jones, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our guns away.
They turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Beers.
We order breakfast, we drink coffee, I have sex with my wife. I say, I got a hangover, let's order a bottle of whiskey.
Day in the life of Alex
That
Jones.
does sound like a pretty good Saturday, I'm not going to lie.
But no, yeah, I want to be knighted. Sir Danny Hart of the Clout Rat.
Well, apparently we're going to have a Clout Route buffet soon, eating some bangers and mash with some
Bangers.
spotted dick to follow that up.
I used to eat. I mean, I don't eat.
Toad in the hole. Is that the egg with the toast?
Yeah, I think. I don't work at the place I used to, obviously, anymore. But I used to work at this place where we would make, where they had like homemade bangers. Okay. And
I remember that bar.
I was I was always curious what the fuck it was, whatever. And then once I tried it the first time, it was a staple for a while. At least while I worked there, I was like, "Oh yeah, dude, bangers and mash is good." I love a mashed potato, dude. Mashed potato. Don't tell me toad in the hole is not when you cut the circle in the toast and put the egg in the middle. That's not toad in the hole.
Apparently not.
I don't even want to know what toad in the hole is. Then that's scary.
It's just what us.
You got a toad in your hole?
That's what us classless Americans call it. I don't think so.
You got any toads in your hole?
Nope.
That's all
Went and caught some out by the creek, though.
That's all there
the
is
other
in
day.
my hole. Just
Google
a bunch
it.
of toads.
I'm going to Google it later. And I'm glad you told me it was wrong, so I don't accidentally use that. And
Oh,
say that in the wrong
God. Let's move
context.
on from, like I said, maybe VW sends us a list of British slang terms for us to get down with on the next episode. We'll start talking about spotted dick and
we need to do some
all that jazz.
international mukbangs every once in a while.
Well,
Get a turducken in here or something.
so this week, Edwin, his mom was trying to get him to do a mukbang on stream. Actually, now
That just sounds like a horrible sentence.
Now, Edwin, do you remember Edwin?
Can we come up with an alternate term for mukbang whenever? Never mind.
refers
Go
to a
ahead.
mom and a
Edwin is the
kid.
guy that I always I confuse him for someone else, don't I?
Sneeko.
Yes. Okay.
I was gonna see if you just went ahead and called him Sneeko straight up. It's like, oh, it's that Hitler core guy.
It's that Sneeko guy.
So I don't typically. I mean, it has to be something pretty entertaining for me to dip into the commentary community bullshit here. I'm not even privy to like the whole context of like what Edwin's actually talking about. It's this whole, they're still talking about 3 months later, the Keemstar stream where Salvo and Edwin got called out for being pervy weirdos. Okay. They're still talking about it now. So Edwin's streaming.
Slow news cycle.
I guess they don't have anything better to talk about. Edwin's streaming the other day, malding and trying to convince his audience still that he's, not a creepy pervert or whatever, and he didn't do any weirdo shit, okay? Well, watch the most cringy interaction I've seen, at least, in commentary community. Now, I take that back.
That's
like,
a heavy statement, brother.
there's a lot of cringy interactions, but this is like a organic cringe. You know what I mean? Like, it just, like, it's a train going, and you can't stop it. You know what I mean? So, like, this isn't like Nick Diorio and Flamenco, like, going on about Nazi pedophilia bullshit or whatever. This is just organic cringe, okay? So let's watch
my God,
this.
I can't wait. Just
I love
pure,
it.
straight from the tree.
And you
it's
know
like when you
when
just
it's-
get syrup right out of there.
Oh, yes. And you know when it's like
Unrefined cringe.
whenever it's a guy or a woman, I mean, and maybe less so a woman, but whenever it's a guy streamer and mom walks in the room and has some kind of interaction, you know that it's bound to be cringy some sort, because it's like,
unless it's
you're
Hassan,
living with mom, huh?
Because then it's just his mom bringing him dinner. And that's
Well,
all. That's usually cool.
There is a difference there. I guess I will say a Hassan stream could be just like this. Hassan chilling, mom comes in with some food, and you'd be like, cringe, whatever. But at least Hassan's like paying for his house and the food and his mom to live there. I think Edwin's mom maybe is fitting the bill in this situation.
No way, dude.
I don't think Edwin's paying the bills here, but I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Edwin. I'm sorry to
I like those glasses though. I've been wanting to switch to those clear frames.
He's got the emo thing going on naturally.
I know, and then I'm just jealous of anyone who has hair. So
You like that pink hair? I like that.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure.
I like that.
My sports brand is pink, brother. What you think?
What's
I love it. I love that color.
Without further ado, let's watch this train wreck, dude. This is so funny.
This guy's not gonna make me hate pink.
Hey,
is
Mom. What's up? I'm doing a show.
Oh, what
Mom,
up?
can you
And the
put down
puppy's here.
Oh, please, right now. We're gonna show.
Leave right
Mom,
now.
leave.
My mom's here. Okay, wait, hold on, Mom. Come here. Okay, might as well break the awkward, right? So basically,
Might as well break
She's
the
just still
awkward,
holding
right?
it open. Like,
I just shoved you out of the room. Go. Yeah, I'm doing a show, Mom. Mom.
get out of Mom. I said not to go into my room.
Mom. I'm doing a show, Mom. Get out of here.
Dude.
Ah.
It's like,
Yeah, but then he's like, okay, come back. We'll break the awkward. Okay. Let's watch Edwin's attempt.
Get a whiteboard for your door, or just a sign that says like streaming or live or knock first.
Put a
just
sock on
something.
your-
Do something
Put a
to help
sock on
Mom
your
out,
doorknob.
dude. She's already doing your laundry and shit. You know, she's
And
bringing
she's
you
old
dinner.
as shit, too. I mean, she
You
needs
know?
help.
You don't have to embarrass her in front of however many people you're streaming in front of. Just to try to save face. Especially, it had already happened. The toothpaste was all out of the tube at this point. So all you could do is make it worse by shunning your mother in front of everyone. Mom, get out of here. They haven't seen you yet. Mom, get out. I'm speaking into the microphone. Mom, go away. Yeah. It's
I
tough,
love it
you know.
so much,
you
dude.
have those moments and you just kind of freeze up and you don't know what to do. And yeah, he biffed it hard. I see what you guys are saying about this cringe. This really is. It reminds me of just
Well, it's not
maple
done.
straight from the tree. It's not.
Because no, this is not even halfway, dude.
Whoa.
This is him saying, hey, Mom, leave. Awkward as fuck. And then he's like, wait. Let's break the awkward. So this is Edwin's attempt at breaking the awkward, okay?
And by that he means breaking case of
thank you, Mom. I love you. So some chat.
So we got snacks here. She brought some fucking noodle dinner or something.
some pad thai, dude.
Linguine, maybe?
That looks good. I'm thinking that's.
I got
My
the
guess is
munchies
pad thai.
already.
Maybe lo mein. All I know is if you see me on my phone, this episode is not sponsored by DoorDash, but They might get a free plug.
All right, so let's keep watching here.
Chatter thinks let it go because this woman online made up a sexual assault. Like she said that I sexually abused the woman from Pittsburgh. Right? And she thinks that's okay. She's like, let it go. Like, imagine that, right?
Why would you do that? This is not a...
Look at
That's okay with the internet. Yeah, that's okay with the internet now. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, I shouldn't be outraged. It's like, oh my God. Put yourself up. Hey, Mom.
Should we watch? We should just watch that end part again because it's so funny. She's like, what are you talking about?
I've never
Right?
been
And she thinks that's
so
okay. So let it go.
hand
Like,
embarrassed
imagine that,
for
right?
someone.
That's okay with the internet. Yeah, that's okay with the internet now. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, I shouldn't be outraged.
Yeah.
I don't think she believes him. I mean,
I don't think she knows what the fuck's going on.
I'm speculating here.
I just
but,
thought this was one of the most cringy fucking commentary.
I think
things
at the
I've
very
seen.
least, she didn't really appreciate getting put into that situation.
Dude, I mean, from now on, you need to like get a door outside of your door and lock that door and then lock your door to ensure that there is no mom walk-ins, nothing like that. Especially now, he's on like PR cleanup crew right now. He's like trying to save his career from being the perverted guy pulling his wiener out in a car or whatever and blah, blah, blah with mistreating women online and blah, blah, blah. You know, he's in career saving mode. He could have had a wholesome moment. Mom could have came in and he could have been like, oh, Mom, come here. Yeah, look.
This is my mom, isn't this? Look, she got me some food. Instead, he's like, no, close that. I don't want to see the food. These guys think it's okay that they're talking shit about my sexual assault allegations. Mom, isn't that crazy? And Mom's like, damn, I was already embarrassed. Now you got to talk about this and everyone's going to see it. Oh, my God.
And then clip it into this clip where it gets shown on multiple shows online.
This is where I would pull the what the state did in the Dragon Lord case, and I would just, if I was Mom, I would not be allowing Edwin to stream while he lives in my house. That'd be just the end of that. I'd be like, listen, dude, when you can afford your own spot, then you can start streaming and complaining about sexual harassment all you want. But until then, get your ass in here and reheat this lo mein.
Well, the thing is, I don't think that he's like, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, if there's anybody that knows in the chat or whatever. My interpretation of Edwin and Salvo or whatever are that they don't have regular jobs. This was their thing. I mean, especially Edwin. He was way bigger than Salvo. I mean, we're talking, he has like fucking, you know, thousands upon thousands of subscribers as to Salvo has a couple thousand. You know what I mean? Edwin probably made, you know, at least a low level job on YouTube. Little casholy probably. He's
Ooh, nice.
he's not doing shit now. So
Should have brought his mom in for a collab. Could have done a whole families thing.
Mom's already working too hard. She don't need to be on the stream.
That's crazy.
She's probably got a full fucking 40-hour.
Well, then maybe
somewhere.
he's Hassaning it up. You know, maybe he's rolling in big.
You think
And
that
mom's
he has
just living
like,
at his house.
okay,
You know?
maybe. I don't
And
know.
that's why he feels
I'm making my
comfortable
own
to be like, Ma, the
Willing to
meatloaf,
admit
get it
that.
out of here. Fuck. I never know why you're coming back here.
So there you go. There's a catch up with the cringy commentary community. Okay. So we talk about Edwin being a guy who probably doesn't have a day job. This YouTube thing and his recovery is his thing. He's got to get his YouTube back or he's fucked because he's not working. He's not working at fucking Lego. Can you imagine after seeing?
Yeah, I wouldn't let him work wherever children might be. Either.
Yeah.
Wait, did I say that?
Imagine after seeing that, Edwin's interaction with people like this at Lego. Okay, I got this clip. It's a Charlie Kirk banger on Twitter. Charlie says, "Watch, this father confronts Lego for promoting LGBTQ agenda to children. Then it gets thrown out by store security. Why is Lego doing this when its products are designed for children?"
Oh, Maybe
They're
so
talking
that
about
kids don't grow up to hate their gay aunt. I don't know, but go on. Let's hear it.
They're talking about the nice little. Oh, they've got a little LGBTQ plus flag pin.
How dare they?
Flare on their fucking.
I don't like talking about my flare.
It just makes you laugh so much. It's like when I mean I've worked at retail places like this before where you've had to have flair, and they are obsessed with flair, dude.
Mm-hmm. Gotta show
Yeah.
some personality in your
Yeah,
consumerism.
They don't care if it's a rainbow flag or if it's a poop emoji. Like they put the flair on, dude. You look so cool with your flair. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's listen here. Now these people don't get paid nearly enough. By the way, just saying.
The Lego group supports what?
The Lego group pretty proudly supports the LGBTQ community. Do we not?
Yeah.
Yes.
But the question is, why are you all in here with those pins on? Do you think children care about
Also,
what
yes.
man sucks at home and what?
Do you think children care about what man sucks dick at home?
That's exactly what you're supposed to take away from those pins, by the way.
They're in Lego. They're in a store, probably children there. You know, public, so you should probably keep it PC. You know?
Yeah, the irony is give me a headache.
These people only have a pin on. Just a little pin. People may not even notice what the fuck is even going on that this guy's talking about, okay? They wouldn't notice, but he's like, you fucking got that thing on your shirt. Means you're sucking dick.
Yeah, he's filming while taking up the time of 2 employees, so he probably now has everyone's attention, and then he's the one who starts talking about sucking dick in front of all the children. So I don't even understand what point he thinks he's fucking making here.
Let's keep watching.
A girl eats vaginas at home?
Oh yeah, they
What
care.
girl eats? He's inclusive at least.
Yeah, wait.
What man sucks dick or what girl sucks vagina? Eats vaginas, whatever.
Hey, it might be hard in this moment to recognize it, guys, but that's a big first step. That's a big
For
first
somebody
step.
like this, yeah, it is.
Do you think they care about
It's time
that?
to leave, man.
I mean, this guy.
Oh, and
I'm
he's gonna
pausing
do
this a
I'm gonna
lot. I should
repeat
just let it
myself
go.
20 times. Bet I get. Do you think they care about that? Do you think they care about that?
But this guy's a
You
champ,
can't answer me
dude.
because you can't handle the truth.
Poor dude. I
You
feel
think
so
kids
bad.
care about dicks and vaginas? You think I should keep saying this stuff in the Lego store?
This is a good question for you. You know, we took personality quizzes on here and everything, so people know what our personality is broken down to or whatever. But like,
Yeah, dude. I
put
make
yourself
campaigns or something.
in here. This guy. How long? Like, do you have the patience to endure like this guy does, and just civilly handle it? I mean, I know you've been managers.
I
at
spent
stuff like
a
this
lot of
and blah, blah,
time.
blah.
I spent a lot of my time in bars so I could throw dudes like this out without being questioned because most of the time they were drunk and the owner would always have your back.
Right.
You're gonna have to work there 60 hours a week underpaid. Of course they're gonna take your back if you throw one drunk asshole out every
Yeah.
couple weeks. Like you're not gonna get asked about it twice. So yeah, no, I could never. But I think I worked
lose my cool.
a retail job like this where you're like on the floor
Mm-hmm.
in a mall setting. I don't even know that I made it 7 days. I remember picking up a side gig at like a Dick's Sporting Goods working in the golf department. And I put my notice in almost immediately. Luckily for me, it was a second job. It was commission sales. I liked golf. I thought, horrible. One of the worst decisions I ever made in college. Went immediately back to something else. Couldn't do it. Won't do it. At least if you yell at me on the phone, I can put I can mute
Yeah.
myself and start to laugh or just be like, this fucking bitch is crazy. But if you're right here in front of me,
Why's it got to be a bitch, Kevin?
this fucking dick is crazy. I didn't make bitch a gender specific term, Danny.
That's true. You're
You
right.
did.
I did.
I am rubber and you are glue.
Thank you.
Motherfucker.
All right, let's keep watching.
I mean, do you think they
I
care?
don't think they think about that personally.
Right.
Yeah.
So, they think about it when they see your
No, they
pin.
don't. It's time to leave.
Yes, they do.
time to
It's
leave, guys. I'm gonna
disgusting.
call security.
That's called grooming.
Every time I see
Yeah, if you call
a rainbow
security,
anywhere, I
if you're
immediately
in
think about
here
dicks and
wearing
vaginas.
a pride flag
Absolutely. We will
on
let
your
them know.
shirt.
Come on, guys. It's time to leave.
You know what's amazing?
I just feel so bad. You can see how like he's just like deep breathing it and being like, "Fuck, dude, what the fuck?" Me, I would have lost my absolute fucking mind, dude. They wouldn't let. The last time I worked a job where I interact with customers like this, they stopped letting me do it. Because I trust me, I am a perfectly civil person. I'm actually the person to be like, hey, hi, how you doing? Nice guy in typical situations. But if you come up to me and you're like, something stupid, obvious, dumb questions that you ask at stores or do shit like this, I'm done. It's 0 to 100 for me. I'm like, go, fucking Google it, you moron, or shut the fuck up. It's a fucking pin, dumbass. Go shop somewhere else then, idiot. Like, I can't deal with this kind of shit.
Yep. Same.
Let's go, though.
Most children don't know. He's been educated by me. I think it's grooming. It's borderline pedophilia and child abuse for these weirdos to come in here and wear that, and at the same time, kids buy from the store.
So, the logic here.
Kids go to Lego stores by themselves a lot, by the way, and spend the money that they earn.
Right. He wishes. He's like, get out there. You can go to fucking... Get out there. I want you to work at McDonald's for 5 hours, and then you can go get your own Legos, you fucking 5-year-old dumbass.
They spend a lot of time looking at pins and stuff. Not to mention the fact that there are no 30-year-olds that buy toys for nostalgia. You know? There aren't things like
Lego
Marvel
boys?
and Star Wars that are associated with Lego that probably have more adult fans than they do child fans. But yes, absolutely. The grown men salesmen who have no say in what fucking pins they get to wear to work in the first place are the right people to accost about the 1 or 2 8-year-olds that will even notice that fucking pin on there. And will probably, we see rainbows out in nature. I don't know. I don't think that a kid is going to see that and instantly be like, I want to be gay now because that guy's got a pin. Or even start I don't think they're going to think about it at all.
That's how it went for me.
Because they're children, you fucking idiot.
That's how it went for me. I mean, the first time I saw a rainbow, the next thing I did was walk around the corner and find the nearest dick I could suck.
Whoa.
It happened to be a leprechaun at the end of the rainbow with a pot of gold, too, afterwards. So they paid me. I was actually a prostitute for a second. It was my first job. So, but hey, my prostitute comment aside, this guy's saying equivalent wearing this pin, rainbow pin, is equivalent to, or borderline, he says, borderline pedophilia. Borderline pedophilia, just them wearing pins. So let's watch a little bit more and then.
He wasn't lying, doggo.
Let's watch a little bit more and then I'm out of here. I'm like,
I'm sick and tired.
I've already tapped.
Huh? Yeah, but I came here to buy something. When does it stop? At some point, we need to stop pushing this mess on children.
At this point, we're just going to have to ask you to leave.
I'll leave. Okay. And I won't spend any money at
Oh,
Lego.
this is my favorite,
If
dude.
you're in
I
here
won't spend
right
any
now-
money here.
If you're in here right now and you
This is the
care
best.
about value, this store is intentionally promoting LGBTQ behavior on children.
holy shit.
Spend your money in a place that doesn't do that to kids.
Sir, you're about to get trespassed.
Thank you.
You're about to get trespassed. I wanted to hear that.
Yeah,
last bit.
it's like, dude, you lie. V-Dub brings up a decent point. We lie to our kids about Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. Just just move on. If they're like 5 or younger, just make something up and just buy them the Legos and move on. But it was never about
that's an
that.
interesting
It was
thought,
about
too.
chasing the clout.
Right.
He didn't care about the kids. He cares about getting a W and owning the libs on his TikTok or
Yeah.
whatever.
No, you're
It
definitely
was never
right.
about the children.
Well, it's funny you say that because that's hilarious that you say that. Do you know any of the insides?
No one's ever said that to me before.
Do you know
Thanks,
any of
man.
the insides about this actual story?
No.
I guess the person that took this video. Now, I didn't research this super in depth. I just know the lore behind this. The person who filmed it, Charlie Kirk, shares this out as it's some dad or whatever. Like, if you look at the tweet here again, this is hilarious. I love that you said that. If you look at the tweet here again, it's Charlie Kirk, and he shares it out as this father confronts. Like, he doesn't know who this person is, but this person filming actually has worked for Charlie Kirk and is like a political fucking associate dude, like he is writing for these kind of things and blah, blah, blah. He works in the field. So it was his interest to go to a Lego place and cause this kind of drama and film it and make a video because he knows how this all works,
Yeah.
the machinations, and it will go viral or whatever, and blah, blah, blah.
It'd be like if I went to Dennis's club and you promoted it as like bald man harasses noodles in California or something, and not like, oh, actually, it's my co-host. You know?
Yeah, right? Yeah,
it's a little disingenuous, I guess.
Exactly.
Fair.
So it's hilarious. I wasn't even really going to bring up that point about it, but you kind of walked me into it, honestly. It's hilarious that you made that connection without even really knowing. Oh, awesome.
I've seen the playbook.
You've seen the playbook.
You know what I mean? We've seen it, you know?
That's
It's all
true.
out here.
That's why this is the Clout route.
By God. Will someone think of the children?
So, Kevin and I, like I said, we sat around with some people in Discord and watched the entire thing. I didn't think we would, honestly. But we watched the entire Creator Clash 2.
Oh yeah.
We'll mull that over in a second. Let's look at chat. I feel like there's a lot been going on here, so we'll check it out and then we'll talk a little bit about the Creator Clash 2 aftermath.
Good.
Let's see.
I know how much we love the sports.
We've got Connor in here saying,
Yeah.
mukbang some English food. Okay.
Let's go.
So, sound off in the chat if you think it would be a great idea. Now, I have 2 cameras now, so I was thinking about potentials of like how I could set it up and everything. Maybe we could do multicam something or other at some point. I could set an aerial cam that would be like downward view of just a smorgasbord of mashed taters and ranch and sausages and there's got to be like
ranch a thing for them.
I don't know. I feel like they always have dipping sauce.
I thought
Butter.
sauces was a very American thing. I thought it was us that can't not dip something in everything.
Oh, well, I guess you're right. So since it's English, maybe there wouldn't be any dipping sauces. I'm thinking.
I might be wrong.
I'm thinking
there, but
American.
I've heard
Right.
of that critique whenever I've been out globe trotting. You know, like, don't you guys flavor your food? Why do you have to always put condiments on it? It's like, well, you got it. Kind of a good point there, mate.
Yeah, I hate ketchup. By the way, when we're talking about condiments, just throwing it out there. Hate ketchup.
Retweet.
Vault Wanderer says, Google it. It's sausages and large Yorkshire pudding. What? Bangers and mashes or toad in the hole is?
Well, now you
Now
just
I'm all
Google it. Just Google it.
I'm all confused. You Google it.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Order foreign candy and react on the show. See, like, me and if there was an audience out there, me and Kevin would do all of the every menu item at Arby's or whatever. We could be a fucking good mythical morning.
Oh, hang
here.
on, guys. Hang on now. No. Why you gotta do that to me? It's been a long journey. All
Get
right.
us?
No, I'm going in the other direction. I'm still losing weight. I'm not eating every menu item at Burger King. No.
Get us to the
We have to have a Patreon for that.
That's what I'm saying. Get us to our 1K sub count, and then we'll start doing some fucking bangers and mash mukbangs.
You have to pay me for heart disease.
Yes,
I ain't doing
exactly.
that for free.
I have to actually make some money before I decide to do that. Carla says, that poor mother.
Yeah.
Edwin's poor mom.
And also ours, probably, at this point. Yeah.
I wish my mom would bring me some linguine during our podcast.
I don't know what kind of linguine you've been eating that looks like that, man. But I swear I didn't see any red sauce.
Chicken out of here, Mom. Fuck off.
The meatloaf. I want it not right now. Get out of here.
The Poland Spring says, who's more emo, Edwin or Danny? I mean, at the moment, I would say Edwin is probably more emo than me. Not because of looks or makeup or whatever else. I mean, maybe, because he does do the hair thing and all that and makeup. But he's more emo than me right now because he's definitely, like, having a bad time right now. The whole internet thinks he's sexually harassing women or whatever. So he has to explain to his mom on stream his problems.
He's
like,
more genuinely a sad boy right now, huh?
He's very sad,
Yeah.
for sure. Let's see. Remember, everyone, this man is 33 years old. I mean, yeah. Mommy dearest.
Hey, yeah, no knock to the folks who have to do it. Sometimes it's a part of life, but as someone who is that age, I am not living at home with mom or dad. There's
I can't
no
even
way.
imagine that. I can't even fathom
And
the
I'm
idea.
and I'm
I mean, I love my mom.
Yeah, I'm stubborn as fuck, so I would legit probably be homeless before I resorted to that. I don't know. I'd be
Homeless route.
But that's my own. That's the homeless.
Could
yeah,
we
the
do
hobo
the-
route.
could we do,
But see, that's a fault. I'm not wearing that like a badge of pride. That's just like there'd be no way. I'd be like, fuck you.
We could
I don't
do
live
the
by your
podcast
rules.
if we were homeless. I think that
Yeah.
because just because I don't
Everybody
have a
has a cell
home
phone.
doesn't mean I can't like grab all this shit and take it
Yeah.
with me. So we just do like a cell phone live stream on
Live
the
stream from
street.
McDonald's. I would literally just put. Dude,
In
I'd
a
be like
dumpster.
Dragon Lord. Oh,
Maybe
V-Dub.
That might happen someday if we keep on the
we
same
will-
route.
I don't think it's on. I don't think it's on the agenda for today. But I have so many thoughts about the Dragon Lord. So thank you. Shout out to V-Dub and all the friends that hang out in our Discord
Oh, for
because you guys
sure.
give us some interesting things to research. That's for sure.
If Clout or Route ever do that to me, I will kick them out so fast. Live on the street. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I hope that poor Clout and Route behave themselves because I wouldn't want to see two beautiful children like that on the streets. Let me be real. As far as I know, Edwin did not have an in real life job, so I mean, he better now. He better start working flipping burgers or something. He's fucked.
Well, I wouldn't start that. That's going to get replaced by a robot real soon. So he might want to pick something else.
H&R Block. I'm sure he could do my taxes.
Ooh.
The programs basically do it for you, so I mean, it's pretty easy now. That's all gay people. Wait, that's all gay people are. They have nothing other than eating cocks and poo.
That's true. Right. That's another good point from that
Yeah,
one, Doug. Yeah.
Psych! There's nothing more gay than worrying about what another man does with his penis. Good thought. Good thought, Bobby.
Wet ass furries with deep wet pussies. A fox pussy cock, man.
I mean, Bobox has lots
I
of
have no
thoughts
retort.
about other men's penises and deep orifices.
Oh.
Bitch is an inherently gendered term, Kevin.
Yeah, my bad. For the record, I have called lots of dudes a bitch before.
I mean, bitch
so,
is fine.
You know.
Get real. Bitch is fine.
It is
And,
what
and
it
you
is.
know
And
what?
I've been called a bitch on this very show. I've been called a
VW
bitch by a dude. So, you know, I feel like it's just in the eye of the beholder kind of thing, right?
VW loves bitch anyways. He does.
Don't be a bitch,
You can't be
V-Dub.
that
I'm just kidding.
red-
I don't mean it.
You can't be that red pilled and not like bitch. You know. Disco Dig says, "What up, Baldies?" We're wearing hats
now I'm
today.
offended. Okay, you can call me a bitch, but as soon as you acknowledge how bald I am,
Damn
I become
it.
very sad. Damn it. All right. Sorry.
Thank God you're here. Dana and Kevin are showing us perverted Lego videos.
That was
Rainbow
terrifying.
Legos. Wow, Danny, that went 0 to 100. Sorry, I do that sometimes. Danny, this look actually makes you look younger. I see somebody said.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, that's cool. I like that.
Nice. And you got, and you're a goth mommy? Look at
Goth
that.
mommy. Yeah, I mean, I might be one of Tipster's fanboys tonight. If
What's on my shirt? It is
interesting.
this guy.
Well, Paulin's gonna go and Google search whatever that.
No,
image is.
I'm gonna-
take a
I'm gonna
picture,
tell her.
Google search, find out how much that shirt costs.
Because it's a band. I'll find it. I'll let you know in a minute, Poland.
All right, so Connor says, missed the clash. Can't wait to hear about the results and your take on it. So let's get into it, okay? We got a lot of chat going on here. We'll look at chat again. But, yeah, what do you think, Kev? Thoughts on Creator Clash. Did you enjoy yourself watching the thing last night?
At times, for sure. I thought there were some really good fights in there. I was impressed by quite a few walk-ins. We had a little
Favorite
debate
walk-in?
at the end. My favorite walk-in easily was Harley, but as I said in
Harley
Discord,
Harley is built for this shit. I say fuck
he's
Epic
built
Meal
for
Time.
being in wrestling. You can
Yes.
tell he watched it a bunch growing up. But he did the whole, he came in from the crowd. He was dressed like Solid Snake.
With a
and
cigarette and shit.
with a cigarette,
I
and
should have had a cigarette. For
it
the
wasn't the actual Bowie song, like it was a cover, but it also relates to Metal Gear Solid. He came into The Man Who Sold the World, and as I said in Discord, I'm a simp for all things Bowie and all things Metal Gear, so there was no way that one was gonna. And he did a wrestling thing. He did like the John Moxley. A lot of other people have done it too, but the coming in from the crowd. So I'm a mark for that shit. It pops some 3 different nostalgia member berries for me at once. So Harley, it was short lived though, huh? He had the highest high and quite possibly the lowest low.
So Harley's entrance, very cool. Harley's exit, maybe not so much. We'll talk about.
I thought it was cool. But
we'll talk about the fights.
he did a lot better than I'd have done.
We'll go. I'll pull up a thing and we'll just go through and so we can look at everybody's name or whatever. But my favorite entrance, I'm trying to think. I mean, obviously Harley's was dope. Definitely one of the cooler ones. The Pokemon guy came out to the Pokemon theme song. I honestly cringed out of my skin on that.
B-Dub mentioned when Alana Pierce had the Kratos voice do the intro.
That might have been one of my faves. Alana was all dressed up too in some like fucking God of War garb. It was sweet.
She had like a shoulder pad thing over there. Yeah, that was pretty cool. There was another one.
I love all the badass women that they get to come out on this thing.
What did Wasabi come out to? Like it was like a pops, and it was Jesse McCartney. Remember that? And then the dude thought Jesse McCartney was Aaron Carter, and so they did like a rest in peace thing.
That was one of the best moments. So let's recap this. So when we're talking about entrances,
I shouldn't be laughing at that.
Wasabi entrances on Jesse McCartney. It's you
know the words.
I don't want to sing that shit.
It's Beautiful Soul. You know
that. That's not emo enough for me. Okay, but anyways.
Oh yeah.
He comes out to this, and the announcers were like, "What is this, Aaron Carter?" or something. I forget how they said it, but then he's like, "Yeah, didn't he pass away the other week? Like, rest in peace." And it was Jesse McCartney the whole time. So that was a pretty cool moment. I did like that.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
There were some great intros. The mariachi band went a little too long. Dad had an interesting intro as well.
Sprinted full force. I mean,
blew out his quads jumping into the ring.
You could have made the argument like, dude, you're going to fucking be winded by the time you even box. But this guy is somehow 45 years old and like fucking more energy than I've had in the entirety of my life in one day. I mean, he's fucking lit. He's always like fucking.
You might want to see a doctor.
I mean, okay. I'm very lethargic, Kevin. Don't you see that?
Bruh.
So, you know what? I should share sound bites. By the way.
Yeah.
I'm being so soundbite.
You got some love in the chat from the Soundbite Fest last night. That was the extra. Here we go.
Titties.
Got a lot of that.
I laughed so hard. So while we were all watching in Discord last night, I realized that Soundbites worked over the whole thing. So like, I didn't have my mic on or anything, but I could punch all the sound bites. So there were lots of good sound bited moments. Lots of
titties.
Lots of titties last night. I mean, all the titties. In fact, we saw tons of titties out, titties in. You know, all kinds of titties, all colors and shapes.
Doinks.
I'm trying to find a.
Vita brings up a good point. Dad has infinite stamina because he did those 24-hour dance streams or whatever.
I mean, yeah, and he's like
in the
on
background just dancing
too.
for hours. Man,
there was a stream he did the other week in like preparation for this, where it was just him saying "AB" like 1,000 billion times, whatever. He's just AB, 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 AB.
Dude is out there, man.
Well, it worked.
And he called out Nexpo. That was
whatever
amazing.
He channeled in that punch, dude. He was sitting there and going AB, 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 AB for fucking 3 days, and then fucking like an anime character unleashed the fucking pent up power energy into one punch and fucking busted that motherfucker's rib.
Yeah.
Oh,
rough. Well, he also had Knockout King Johnny Nitro or John Morrison in his corner. Remember that? The dude who ended up knocking Harley out was in Dad's corner.
Oh, interesting.
And Dad also, who he called out the Paul brothers, right?
Oh,
Dad,
right.
Dad
He was
wants to be in the WWE now.
Dad did a
apparently.
whole bunch of chaos at the end of his match.
And he called out Nexpo for a boxing match, which was close to my heart personally, because I don't know about you guys, but Nexpo was how I found out about Dad. I got on a Night Mind and Nexpo binge a couple years ago, so
I do like
I'd
Nexpo.
love to see that
yeah,
fight.
go check out Nexpo if you like watching like creepy little documentaries at night. It's interesting. I mean, you don't have to watch it at
Yeah,
night.
you
but
watch
it's
them at night?
Vibey at night. I like the feel of like getting creeped out at night on one of those. But okay, so yeah, we talked about intros a little bit, and that is kind of the Dad and AB fight encapsulation. I mean, we kind of went into it inadvertently. Like, Dad came out quick. AB came out to what was AB's thing? I know that he
remember.
had Teddy Fresh drip. They did like his whole. It's funny to think. They designed his robe and his shorts and everything and blah, blah, blah. And he went out for like a round twice. Well, now last year he went a little longer, but this year, yeah, he went out for a round. Just show those.
You'll be able to take a spot now,
Yeah.
You gotta
Get
get
me some
you
Teddy
in
Fresh.
there.
I'll get in and box whoever you want, dude. I would love that. I'd box whoever, dude. I'll fucking fight iDubbbz. Give me the main card.
Hey, based on what I've seen, I think you'd at least go the distance with him.
Okay, so I'm pulling up this list here and we'll kind of go through. Jack Manifold versus Dakota Olave.
Shout out V-Dub.
This was the Jack Manifold's like the British guy, and Dakota was the blue-haired like ninja ripoff. And what was your thoughts on that? Manifold won.
Yeah, Manifold won, and I think, he was the better fighter in that instance. Who's the other person? Olave,
yeah.
busted Jack's nose at one point, and it was bleeding pretty profusely. So Jack looked a lot worse.
Well, yeah, he was like, I kept saying it too during the fight. I was like, he's wider than I am practically. He's got that, translucent skin. So one scratch on him, you could see everything.
Yeah. He clearly won, in my opinion. I didn't think it was 50-45, and so for those who didn't know the scoring, that basically meant that every judge scored it that Jack won every single round, 10-9, which is fair. It's not like it's 10-8 or whatever, but yeah, that's kind of a blowout at that point. You didn't win a single round. I thought maybe they could have given one of the last two rounds to whoever that guy was. Did we ever figure out what states were tattooed on his back? I'm going for the record. My bet is Indiana and Arizona.
I think you might be right.
Could have been Utah.
If anybody knows Dakota Olave's state tattoos on his shoulder blades, what are they? Okay, let us know in chat. If you
Clout Route Trivia. Didn't see that segment coming, did you? We don't have the answer though.
Abelina Sabrina versus Jayla Ray. I was rooting for Abelina Sabrina to get her fucking face punched in after she blocked me over that Bobby Lee Tijuana shit.
At least we know you don't hold a grudge.
And she certainly did, baby. Jayla Ray definitely delivered. She got a couple.
How pathetic. Who would ever block someone? I have never blocked anyone. I have never had to be coerced by anyone who's actively in chat to unblock someone. And if anyone claims otherwise, I will deny it until the end of time. So what were you saying again about being so sensitive?
Oh, I love it, dude. I love it, dude.
I'm down to only 2 blocks now, and they were spammy religious ad people. So those are the only 2 accounts that I've blocked.
Awesome. I have like tons of Blink-182 fan
that's fair.
accounts and the band and all the band members blocked.
Where are you?
Okay, come on. I can't go anywhere now.
I'm so
I can't
sorry.
leave this room.
Please do not block me on Twitter. I need you, Danny, for always.
Oh, gracious. Don't start singing about fucking any animals in the ass or anything, please. Anyway.
Is it him doing that or the aliens? Go ahead.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to see. I mean, okay. 3 or 4 weeks ago, before the Tijuana drama with Bobby, I would have said, "Oh, I want to see Sabrina come out. I like Sabrina's content. She's like kind of a politically online chick. She does some cool stuff on YouTube every once in a while. But once that bitch dared hit that block button on me, and I said, bitch, you heard me. Once she dared hit that block button on me, it was over. Gloves off. Actually, gloves on for Jayla Ray. And what I love most about the fight was Abelina got rocked pretty hard pretty much the whole time. And there were definitely multiple moments where it was the glove to fist full impact for Abelina Sabrina. She got like some of those, which I love. So shouts out to that fight. Shouts out to that fight.
I love how that's into in like a very vague broad stroke. You're like, I was pretty into, like, I thought she was cool until she slided me, and now she can burn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what the makeup's for today, baby. Fucking burn it.
Oh, I will purge her from time. He's like fucking Kang the Conqueror over here. That's fantastic.
There was Leonhardt, which was Pokemon. He came out to the to the Pokemon theme song.
They were throwing a bunch of fake Pokemon cards into the crowd to get them hyped.
Was it somebody in chat that said like, are those aren't real hollow foils?
I think it was me. Sounds like some kind of stupid joke I'd make.
That's funny.
But he came out against
gameplays.
The guy who he said the color of his trunks was amaranth. Whatever. That was another thing. A lot of the dudes that got interviewed by Amaranth were kind of hitting on her. I felt like.
She got. I mean, as bad as I thought. She's not very, at least for this, like, yet. I mean, she'll get better at it and yada yada. But Amaranth's just not very good at the whole thing yet.
Oh yeah, it was tough.
But it does give her some sort of like a leg up that everyone that comes up is just like either staring at her, or
cowboy hat,
or she's in a lot of cases she was sending like sex vibes to other people.
Oh,
I thought there were a lot of cases where she was like, it looked like she was trying to hit on the person that was there talking. I mean, we said it at multiple different times. It's like, damn, there's a little sexual tension.
I did get the impression that
here.
she is not unattracted to a sweaty dude with a hairy chest. I did get that.
The way she looked
that was just a vibe
Harley.
that I picked up, though. Then who can blame her? Let's be honest.
But yeah, I think there was that. I think Crank Gameplays, Ethan is his
What's
name.
that?
I think he had that same kind of chemistry going on with Amaranth there, where he was like, maybe he was into her a little bit, maybe she was into him a little bit. His little twinky body going on.
I think
there.
plenty of people flirted with Estefan too, right? Is that his name?
That's true. Estefan is a sexy
man right there. And I will say he hammed it up too. They did some bits, you could tell he has a knack for the performance side of this. A lot of the parts that I loved the most about Creator Clash was really like they did wrestling bits, like when Dad was punching the shit out of him and Harley was like, "We're not done yet," or whatever. in the interviews.
I'm totally with you. Yes, all those moments where they like kind of did a bit or whatever were all very good and less awkward than when they tried to be like straight up.
Even the super cheesy Crash Bandicoot, like that horrible Crash Bandicoot ad that we all knew was an ad.
Or whatever.
Yeah, like at least it was. I don't know. I gave him credit for trying that because it was interesting, but goddamn, I was like, what the fuck is this? But no, I would love to see, especially, I know Charlie does some wrestling stuff, maybe that's what iDubbbz, because then iDubbbz can actually make it so that he wins a fight too. If he does wrestling, he could actually win it. Yeah, because
I like that idea.
Well, spoiler, but they actually decide who wins those fights sometimes before they do them, so.
Wait, they don't decide who wins these boxing matches? I thought they did that too.
Well, I don't know. Well, depends on if you paid Ben Askren to fight or not.
Right? Yeah. Jake Paul or whoever.
And and V-Dub, and now to the Energy Power replay. I did love all the cheap sponsors. They had like Fansly was a big. They kept
Riot Juice.
Like there's nothing weirder to me. Like right before you have your ring announcer, so you're picturing like the Michael Buffer, Bruce Buffer guys or gals, because the WWE has some ladies that does this pretty well as well, where they get hyped and they go for the Universal Championship. And this guy, not only was he flat and monotone, but he had to read a fucking Fansly ad read before every fight, where he's like,
Make sure you
this
thing.
Go to fansly.com/creatorclash to see behind the scenes training footage of these fights. And now our fights. And I'm like, dude, can you at least act like you like being here? Can you be excited a little bit about this? You're probably getting paid.
You didn't have a good time with that announcer guy at all.
No, I know. I appreciate a good ring announcer.
So that's an interesting take. If you like a good ring announcer, Kevin says no.
Be loud.
Be louder and be more energetic.
You got to get people hyped, man.
Man.
Especially not all these guys had and gals had songs that would get you in the mood. You know, some of them came out
like this fight that we're talking about. Leonhardt was fucking Pokemon rap.
So then it's your job to
adrenaline rush you're getting.
Get everybody lean forward. You know what's that meme? You got to get them back up here. So that's what your job is the ring announcer.
But Crank Gameplays whooped this dude's ass. If I remember correctly, Crank Gameplays went on a tear and whooped that dude's ass.
Well, I won't blame him.
Leonhardt. I mean, when you have Pokemon energy, he had his shorts or whatever and his shoes were little, like the energies from Pokemon, like fire, water, and grass or whatever. They were like on his shorts and his shoes or whatever. So it looked kind of cool, but when you're that guy, I'm not surprised that you get beat down.
But you can't have like Pikachu on your gloves or something. All that love for the video game and no love for the TV show.
There may be like,
or I guess he's doing it for the cards. And that was, yeah. It was fun to dislike that guy. I think he knew that people might not like him, and he kind of leaned into it. Because remember, even in the announcement, they're like,
I'm a Pokemon master.
He quit his job to open Pokemon card packs all day.
They said
he was like hamming it up for the crowd, being kind of a dick.
They said, former attorney, now Pokemon collector, whatever. I was like, oh, well.
It's just like, fuck all of you.
And he was old, too. It was like, he's like 36 versus like Ethan Crank Gameplays or whatever. It's like 23 or something, or 6. It was a big age gap.
There's a lot of that.
Lots of big age gap, yeah. Alana Pierce versus R.I.P. Mika. Mika Midget was her name, which was interesting. That's her last name, Midget.
Yeah.
Mika
the fight
Midget.
wasn't very interesting, though, unfortunately. This one, I can report, sources close to me say that everyone in the room that I was in watching that fight was on their phones throughout that entire fight. And we kept saying, "Oh shit, I got to put my phone down or I'm not going to see what happened." And it was really only that fight for whatever reason that it. I think. I told you why.
Of like one of these.
Well,
they were just doing this the whole time.
Yes, and right before the fight, they
like
talked about how they were best friends and they were gonna, and then they hugged each other right before the fight, which I know Doggo is a great. Like, I don't mind seeing it, but like it's not a good way to get people hyped for these two are about to go fight each other when they're like, oh, well, we're best friends and I can't wait to hug afterwards. And it's like, oh, I bet a lot of people went and got popcorn in the arena during that one, which is unfortunate, but they had some cool intros. It wasn't the worst fight, though. It was hard to get into. Because it ended up like they got us back by the final couple rounds there. But Alana was. It reminded me of
a close match. That's why I think that they were very closely matched. So as it went on further, you could kind of get into it a little bit more since they were both trying.
And then, it was interesting. The only maybe controversial decision of the card too. You usually see that a lot more.
She won,
I think.
Right? Yeah,
Alana won, and I disagree with that call. But I don't get paid to call those. Thank God. I just get paid to talk during them.
Let's see. Keep going forward. Aaron Hansen and Jarvis Johnson. That one was a letdown. Jarvis went out pretty quick.
Yeah. And that was also a letdown in the sense that these are two people that I wanted to root for. I got no beef. I actually don't know what Aaron does. He won me over by taking the Harley fight last time because he had no business being in the ring with Harley. He was way undersized, stood in there, took it like a champ. So now I know Jarvis Johnson. I at least used to watch Jarvis's content. But yeah, so it was one of those. It was hard to root against anyone, but yeah, Aaron.
This was a cool matchup for me, I thought. Just because, like, it's too good. I mean, I know both of them. They're both, like, you know, I mean, obviously they're both taller and bigger than me, but it's like they're not, like, your typical washboard abs, like, good-looking YouTuber kind of going for that route. You know what I mean? So I can relate to them a little bit more. These were guys I felt like I could relate to a little bit more, especially, well, I was telling you about, yeah, we know Jarvis Johnson. He's like a commentary kind of guy. And you said you don't really know Aaron. I was telling you a little bit about his backstory. Like, I don't know if you guys remember Newgrounds, which was like just shitty, like, it started as just like shitty paint art, you know, paint on your fucking computer, default paint shit. And it grew into like
Microsoft Paint?
That kind of thing.
Like that?
Yeah. I mean, like,
okay.
You know, art that you would create on your computer was what a lot of it was. A lot of it was memes before they were called memes and shit. Just like weird internet-y stuff, okay?
Okay.
And it evolved, obviously. They had like Flash Player was a big thing on there, so people would do Flash videos of like video game characters or just their drawings or whatever, yada, yada. That's where Aaron Hansen got his start. So this is like before YouTube even. He was on Newgrounds as Ego Raptor or whatever is his name, I think. And when he came to YouTube, that's what he did too. And then now he does Game Grumps with that other guy. But his progression is just so cool to see. Like from a shitty like Newgrounds artist to now he's like, guess he's only boxing in some YouTube bullshit, but it's just interesting, you know. I bet drawing on his art pad on fucking, you know, his Windows 98 or whatever, he wasn't expecting that he would be in, you know, 20 years boxing or whatever.
Right.
On a YouTube thing. Or any kind of conception of what that would even be, you know. It's interesting.
It is, absolutely. Well, maybe we'll see him for a third one too, because he's been on both ends of the spectrum now. He had the fight that he was never going to win against Harley, and then, you know, Jarvis put up a fight, but Aaron clearly had the advantage. Had been doing this for at least a year longer, and Jarvis got in better shape, but I don't think was in the same shape. Seemed to get tired pretty early. So I imagine Aaron's going to come back for a third one. And I don't know, no slight to iDubbbz because this is a hard thing to do, but not all these matchups were good. You know, like they weren't well-matched fighters.
Fucked too to begin with, like
are we gonna fight? I've been seeing that a lot in chat.
It's just Fluffy wants us to fight.
Oh, just over and over again?
Yeah, over and over again. It's not even no spam in the chat.
We don't have to do it like Greco-Roman style. No fists, no elbows. We're just gonna grapple.
Just
wrestling.
hugs?
Yeah, just wrestling.
So
I'm gonna put you in a rear naked choke, and that is not a euphemism.
Yeah, okay. I don't know about that. There's only a couple more fights, so let's speed run.
You know how much they hate the sports, man. It's him doing it this time, guys. It's not me. It's not me.
The Botez thing, the Andrea Botez Michelle Carr fight. That was a good one. That was a good one, and like I think a lot of people didn't know who they were, but that was a pretty consistent going the whole time fight. That was a good one.
Yeah. I think Michelle's probably, as far as the training wise, I think she was the best.
She was
boxer
the older
in
one,
the group.
right? And she was fucking
the one that
scrappy,
won,
dude. And Andrea Botez as the young one was, I mean,
good footwork.
Right. She maybe not was like as technically like known as the other girl, but you could tell that she trained and put in the effort. Definitely.
Andrea's problem was that her first fight, as she said herself, was a game of hide and seek, so she had it way too easy the first time, and then this time came up again. I mean, but still, she held her own. It's not that. I mean, she didn't do a bad job, but yeah, I think that was one of the better fights of the night, honestly.
The William Haynes Chris Ragon one. Now this was the Froggy Fresh fill-in, and it was essentially Chris Ragon's short ass versus a big tall guy.
who did take it on.
Lanky.
Yeah, who took it on short notice, but was just way taller and stronger and had a longer reach. I don't know. It just
And he was
seemed
very
like a mismatch.
cocky after winning too. I was like, okay, dude, whatever. Like you had 3 weeks, but clearly the fucking match was kind of mismatched.
Yeah, like I was saying to Danny while we were watching, normally that is a flex, right? In the fighting world for the trainer to say, we took this fight on 3 weeks notice. Like normally that's a big flex because the other guy had months to prep for you. But when you're that much bigger than the other dude and also he's not a fighter, I don't know. It just feels weird, but it's part of the game, man. You gotta shit talk a little bit if you want to hype up the next fights or whatever. But Danny really did not like that trainer, by the way. Because it was the same guy. It was the guy. Remember the rice gum guy?
Rice gum guy.
I didn't want to say it,
Seriously,
but I didn't know
okay.
how else to say it.
Not trying to be insensitive or anything, but literally these dudes. I mean, one of the fucking coaches, one of the coaches that's like in the corner for multiple people, was Rice Gum. It was like his brother. Seriously, he had like the same like YouTuber rapper like little accent that he does and shit too. He's like, "Come on, man, get out there." I don't know. I can't.
He did refer to the
That
one.
would be
He referred to
racist.
one guy's punches. He says when he drops that weak shit or something. I can't. And then Charlie got offended. He was like, "I take offense to that. These guys are trying their hardest." And I was like, Charlie, I don't know. He thinks he's mic'd up, man. He's just trying to coach. Like, of course he's gonna call it like he sees it.
Right.
He doesn't know he's on commentary right now.
That's so good.
But yeah, Chris Reagan throwing weak shit as according to the coach.
I mean, kind of in comparison, for sure. He got fucking wrecked, bro. Sorry, Chris.
According to the coach who called him irrelevant. That's what he should have said. He said when he throws that irrelevant shit, you step
That's how
up
it felt the whole time, though.
and you throw a right cross. How many
Goodness
more of these we got?
Hundar and Myth. That was a good one. Hundar and Myth. Both big dudes. Did Myth win
Yes.
before 5 rounds were up?
I don't remember. I think so.
But Myth definitely won.
Yes, because Hundar was saved by the bell, but then during the intermission, like during the minute between the round, they waved it off. So remember, he was knocked down at the end of a round, and he came to. He stood up, but the referee ruled that the lights were on, but no one was home,
Right.
so to speak. So the fight did get called.
Myth is just young, dude. He's just a young fucking heat. He's got that young energy on him. Hundar's 39-year-old ass. I mean, that's like me getting in the ring. I mean, I mean, no, it's not because he's way more athletic than I am. I mean, like,
I was gonna let you have it, brother. I was
he's
just gonna
older
nod
than
right
me,
through.
and it would be much worse.
Let's
Oh,
wrestle.
Goodness gracious. Let's see. So, last but not not last but not least.
The last one will be least, though. Sorry.
The Harley and the wrestling guy. What's his name?
Johnny Nitro, John
Johnny
Morrison,
Nitro.
Johnny Blaze,
That was one of the
Johnny
more,
Wrestling.
like,
He's been around.
it wasn't that good, I guess, of a fight because it seemed like it ended up being kind of ridiculous after a while. Like the power levels were off a little bit. Am I right or am I wrong?
9,000? Yeah, no. John, let me say, whether or not he's on any performance enhancers, so
He's on steroids.
maybe not.
In Minecraft.
Dude is jacked. He was a former amateur wrestler before he did pro wrestling for however many years, and then picked up boxing but had been training, whereas Harley did Creator Clash 1 and now Creator Clash 2. So I think, in general, not to mention the dude's he's had a 20-year career in showbiz. He probably had enough money for a trainer. Like it was just never going to be a fair fight. I think the only reason we were able to convince ourselves that it might be okay is because wrestling's not real, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, if that Johnny dude had come out the way he looked 10 years ago, maybe like Harley would have had a size advantage. But once he came out and he was so like. The reason I feel like it's steroids because he was so ripped, like his arms just stayed bent like this.
He was like,
He was just like hexagonal
you
the
could
whole
tell
time.
he was
just
so. There's so much muscle under his arms, between his armpit and shit. It's like,
yeah, like
he could have to keep
I think
his
he
arms.
struggles to put socks on unless he's sitting down. He like just can't extend his arms all the way
Me too,
anymore.
brother.
He's just. Sorry, brother. I'm just naturally in a curl position. This is what my arms are for. It's for firing off curls and putting people in headlocks.
My
Goddamn.
gut sometimes gets in the way when I'm trying to tie
Oh,
my
steroid
shoes.
gut is crazy, dude. Well, don't ask me. You know, you learned about that from Ethan with Joe Rogan. I forgot.
Why does it lie?
Which I hit that soundbite a lot when they were playing
No
the
shit.
dad intro. The dad intro came out and it was showing his previous fight with Matt Watson, and I was just hitting all the Joe Rogan fucking
I'm such a sucker.
fucking loser. Oh goodness
Titties.
gracious. So yeah, the Harley and the Johnny fight was whatever. Harley just got thrown around. At one point he gets punched and fell out the arena onto like equipment. and
Yeah,
shit.
I thought they were pulling a Rocky 3 there for a second. I legit thought,
I was like, what the fuck is going on, Kev?
here we go, Harley's wrestling career is going to start. Because I wouldn't put it past him. Like, why not? It's an influencer boxing event. If there was ever an event, because a normal boxing or MMA, they would never risk doing
couldn't,
this because
right.
you'd lose all legitimacy and no one would ever see your shit ever again.
Right.
But this isn't that. This is
Right.
fucking iDubbbz. And I thought, especially once I saw Dad call out the WWE,
Yeah.
and then we see Harley get knocked out of the ring, which just doesn't happen unless you're in a Sly Stallone movie. I mean, it's happened a couple times, but it's pretty freaking rare. And then, no, it turns out he was just getting his ass beat. John Morrison was dribbling him like a basketball.
Dude, it was
man.
bad.
That
He got fucked
knockout,
up.
he bounced off the ropes and just, I think he was
yeah,
already
he
dead
bounces
weight.
off and comes into the
Yeah, and sways right into a knockout punch, and he was already knocked out, I'm pretty sure. Oh, my God.
Yeah, see, the way you could have made this fight better for me is like Harley finally gets in like a good jab or something, and you've got the other guy going like fucking duh. You're play it up a little bit, and then all of a sudden he's like taking his gloves off or something, and then other dude takes his gloves off too, and then it's like fucking full on just wrestling match.
Yeah, because he did this weird
He, like,
clinch
choke
once.
slams
Remember
him.
that? Where he like put his arm around him in a clinch, but then he
Yeah.
ran in a circle, and I was like, oh, fuck, that's pretty... That
I mean-
seems fake. That looks choreographed, but no, it wasn't. He was
Imagine
just
how hype that would have
toying
been.
with him a
though.
bit.
Like that's never happened before, right? There's never been like an event where there's a boxing match that devolves into wrestling.
I mean, not in real
WWE
life,
style.
but it happened in Rocky 3. So
Okay,
it'll
fair
immediately be well, it was a wrestler or a boxing verse, and also who was it? I don't know. It's maybe Jerry Lewis. I'm about to use a term that is really outdated and might offend some people, but freak show fighting has been a thing forever.
Midget
And that
wrestling?
includes and the UFC was kind of built on that because it did the
Yeah.
whole Ultimate Fighter tournament of these. We're gonna match different styles. We're gonna have a sumo wrestler in here and
Oh my god.
it was like trying to do some Mortal Kombat shit in real life. But so yeah, I don't know. It's probably been done before. It'll never die. I'll tell you that. Ooh, if we're about to do this, Hank's got to take over for a second.
Okay, Hank Pecker, get on out of here. All right, that's the sports route for you.
We didn't even make fun of iDubbbz.
Oh, that's true. See,
Okay, I'll just do an hour on it later.
that's how irrelevant iDubbbz and Alex Wasabi's fight was. So they went the distance. Alex Wasabi and iDubbbz went all the rounds or whatever, I think, right? Yeah. It was only 4 like 3-minute rounds. They were structured differently. But gosh. Me and Kevin are about to do a little game here with you guys, but it's fucking making my computer make weird noises when I'm pulling it up. But yeah, iDubbbz just got worked, dude. I mean, unfortunately for him, I honestly thought that Wasabi was a young, like, scrappy dude. I mean, iDubbbz is closer to my age, so I thought, honestly, that it was going to be a mismatch in terms of energy. I thought Alex Wasabi was going to come out and work him because he's just the younger guy, and that's what I saw all night. Well, come to look it up, it's funny, we had people in chat last night too saying like the boy won or whatever. I think Carla said the boy won, and it's like, no, this dude is 33. Alex Wasabi is older than iDubbbz, not the boy. So that was funny to me too. Like, Alex Wasabi came out swinging. I mean, he worked iDubbbz. That it's out because the lights are out. half of our Christmas lights up here are out. And Kevin was trying to solve the dilemma, but they're just out. But yeah, no, I mean, iDubbbz got his face worked in again, and he looked like a mongoloid at the end. So, what are your thoughts?
So I jumped in and immediately started reading chat, and it was hilarious. But no, my thoughts are iDubbbz cannot allow himself to be the main event of these things anymore because he is not worthy of main event fight. He's not main event fight material, and I think I really didn't like this first one. The first one I went begrudgingly. Remember that, Danny? Like
last year,
yeah,
you didn't really want to watch
I didn't really want to do it. The event has won me over, and I'm okay with it. I no longer see it in the same way, but I do think it's going to lose credibility if iDubbbz keeps making himself the main event, because then it's just kind of a vanity project. It's already weird that he kicked a dude out for making a joke about his wife. It's weird. His
very
controversial. The whole him and Sam Hyde thing is weird on both sides. Like I think they're both
crazy.
They've both done some fucked up shit in that. Yeah, they're both kind of dumb on that one. But yeah, I think it'll get better when iDubbbz stops fighting in them, because then he'll be able to do a better job at running the thing and put more energy, and maybe hopefully just hire someone who's actually good at putting fights together, and he can spend his time promoting it instead of training. And if he is going to fight, he's got to do the right thing and at least make himself the big. If you want to put yourself on the main card, fine. You got to be the first fight of the main card, though. Like it's dumb. This is like when Drake made that 3-on-3 basketball league just so he could win it every year. So when he talks to rich basketball players, he can act like they're on the same level. That's kind of what the equivalent feels like to me.
Right. I mean, yeah, I think you do. If you guys watch some of the post-show stuff or like the interviews at the end when he's talking about the fight afterwards and stuff, like you can tell it is so easy to fucking read the dude. I mean, obviously he's just got done boxing and everything. I mean, everything's out kind of on the table there emotionally too, I'm sure. But you can tell he's just fed up. Like maybe not that he like hates the whole thing. He probably enjoys like different aspects of it or whatever, but I think the whole internet pushback against him and Anissa and stuff has really made him step back and be like, nah, well, maybe this just isn't for us. At least this aspect of it, in terms of like being the face, being in it.
It's a lot to do.
Like that, like
it's way too much to do.
Well, yeah.
To be fair,
and he suffers from like people already expect certain things out of him too. So I feel like he's not doing fucking content cop or whatever anymore. Now he's doing fucking creator clash, and I think people feel some type of way about that content shift too.
Yeah, that's always a tough one. Yeah, you know, they tell you have to pivot, otherwise your channel will die, and sometimes if you pivot too early or you pivot too strongly, your channel will die anyway. And I don't think he has to worry about channels dying or anything at this point. But yeah, he went from content comp to ranking his favorite pieces in Chex Mix. So yeah,
I like
one
chips,
could
rye chips
assume that, you know, that's going to be a pretty turbulent ride for the old subscriber base. But you know, what do I know?
Here, so let's play this game real fast. We'll do this and then we'll hit a couple quick routes and get the F out of here. I mean, I can't believe that the creator clash lasted us all this time.
We got plenty of time, dude. Let's go.
We got plenty of time. So let's look at this.
Like 8 more beers to drink.
The Clout Route money rank quiz here.
Money in
this
the
is
bank.
Fun. Okay. I thought we'd come up with a little game here just to commemorate 69. Okay, 69 big ones.
Giggity.
And you guys can see it here. So we've got a little money ranked list here.
Ooh,
okay,
can you zoom on this at all?
I don't think I can.
Okay.
I could probably.
I was gonna say hold control and then just scroll up on your mouse wheel, my dude.
Well, if I get out of settings, I can pull us up. See, look, we've got all kinds of technical things.
Yeah, we're gonna work. Well, see, here's where my head's at, because not only I know you're going to want their feedback on which one of us makes a better team. But I think that if we can zoom in a little bit and allow the audience to be able to see the photos, we can get them to build their favorite Clout Route teams. And maybe one of the viewers and one of our beloved Discordians might actually be the one that puts together the right team. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is presentation mode. This
Ooh,
looks
here we go.
better.
That'll probably do it.
That'll probably do it because I can't figure out the technicals of it. But.
And to answer your Poland question, Poland, it's probably Danny.
So let's see here.
He has all of King Midas's silver.
We've got Danny's team and Kevin's team at the bottom here. So it has both of our little faces, our little heads.
Started from the bottom and still here.
We've got the $4 ranking, okay? This will be the highest tier of celebrity Clout Routers, okay? These are people we've talked about on the show in the last, 25 episodes or so. I kind of went and just looked at a bunch of thumbnails that we did in the past, gathered a rogues gallery, and figured, let's make a little, what do they call it when you do this? God. It's like a draft, I guess. Sort of, kind of.
I forget, yeah.
What's the technical term? That's why I was looking so hard online to figure out what's the name for this game.
I don't know what the exact name of it is. But yeah, essentially, so you have $10 to build the best lineup that you can build. So if you choose to load up on lots of $1 and $2 people, you can do that. Or if you choose to go with I'm not going to mansplain how to do math to you. You guys have $10.
Add up to 10.
You're not limited to any number of people, so there's no further complication. It's just however many people you can fit on your $10 roster. But then what's the game? Is this like a Ron Burgundy where we all fight each other but no touching of the hair or face afterwards?
What I think,
or what's
I don't
going
think
on?
that it's any kind of physical altercation necessarily, but I kept kind of trying to be like, okay, so what is it going to be, like the most clout team, like the biggest, like the cloutiest team or whatever that means. I kind of thought you can really put whatever application you want to it. I think it's funnier to think about it that way. We're going to draft a team
and then say mine's a debate squad.
I'm going to post it. We're going to post our teams up for a vote later with pictures of both of our teams. And, I mean, you can put whatever qualifiers you want to it. Vote for whatever team you want, and then in the comments be like, well, I interpreted the teams as best mukbang squad. And Danny clearly has the better mukbang squad, so I sent him a vote.
And when you build your squad, tell me what you're challenging me in.
I like that. So, look, we're getting all interactive.
You're wiping the floor with me on mukbang. Although we did get more requests to Zoom, so if we can't Zoom, can we maybe read them off or something for the folks?
Yeah, no, I'll read off.
Okay. So
everybody knows. We'll go through in order because I can't Zoom anymore. It'll be way better to look at when you vote for it later.
I was going to say, I'm sure we can, because you can probably just post this or share it in the Discord, right? And then everybody could build their own if they want it at home later.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if I can just...
Yeah, Tier Maker. It's for
copy.
you.
I can drop
the
it
people.
In the actual...
Oh, look at that.
Maybe?
I don't know if
that'll work. But we'll see. Anyways.
Maybe someone will start messing with it live on stream.
Yeah.
Oops.
Right. Anyway, so let's look at it. So we've got in the 4 ranking here, Mitch McConnell, $4. Justin Roiland, Alex Jones.
McConnell's overpriced.
Andy Milonakis, George Santos, Will Sasso, Kid Rock, Sam Smith, and Tom Brady. Those are the top tier, priciest people that you can buy for your team here. These are all arbitrarily put, by the way. I just put them in spots where I felt like it was appropriate. So if you have any...
makes it the only honest ranking list of its nature in the history of the internet.
So there you go. Yeah,
because the rest are also arbitrary, but they just don't have the decency to tell it to you up front.
Right, exactly. So $3 here, we've got Aiden Ross, boxing extraordinaire iDubbbz,
also
Kai Cenat, Cream Star, Ethan Klein,
also motherfucking
Jake Paul,
douche,
Steven Crowder,
Moist
Critical.
I'll save that one for you.
What?
I was saving it for you. I was like, come on, you got some Crowder. I'm not gonna step on your Crowder takes.
I'm gonna plant that corn. Go get a John Deere. Barack Obama, mother. I'm the president.
Plowing that ass. I mean, that's some Steven Crowder for you.
Is it over?
Moist Critical, Mr. Beast, Pokimane, and Matt Pat in $3 holla.
Hello, internet.
We've got $2 Def Noodles, Destiny,
Too rich.
Sam Hyde, Sam Cedar, Ryan Beard, and Sneeko. And then in number $1, the worst category, I guess you could say, Just the Minx, Ethan Ralph, The Quartering, Ollie London, Stephen Marcus Rellifer, and Tipster. Now, I love Stephen. He was ranked in $1 because his Clout rankings have the consideration here too. And Stephen's relatable in our. I would put me and Kevin below, actually.
We'd be in the $0 tier.
You know what I mean? Like,
which, for the record, I did request that Dennis be put in a $0 tier, but we'll save that for next time.
I think we would be like the quarter
I
tier.
want Dennis and Salvo in the $0 tier for the next one.
I think we would be quarters if we were.
And I still won't buy either.
So, fair enough. I mean, no, like I said, no shade against Tipster or Steven. Now maybe
Dennis.
Maybe the rest of them, there's a little shade there, but no shade to them. It's kind of just a Clout ranking. Anyways, let's go. You first.
I don't want to throw shade unless any of them wants to box me for money. In which case, you're a scrub. Fight me.
I'll dress an emo too.
Were we doing this? So if this feels weird. If I draft a member of the board, are they now unavailable to you? How are we doing this? Okay,
We're
and I'm going
it to
first.
your team. So whoever you pick gets pulled down to Kevin's team.
And you're not setting any parameters for what you and I are like. Are we doing just a fight? Are we doing a debate? I know for the crowd they get to pick what they're doing. What are you and I doing?
Let's just do your vibes, Kevin. With your $10?
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna pick Warriors.
Who would you
We're gonna fight you.
Have in a room with you, and let's say this.
Oh, well then give me Steven and $9 back, please.
You're breaking into a bank. No. Yeah, this is just like, I don't know, you get to claim
Steven
this
and
team.
Alex Jones and Andy. No, okay. All right. It's not who I'm taking out for beers. That would be a much different group, which I will be happy to share with you all after this. But all right, my first pick.
Clouty, I guess, is the ranking for us. Clout. Make your cloutiest Clout team.
Oh, well then I'm going to just pick the best fighters. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
No, you know what?
The
I'm going to start.
Madness is fun.
I'm going to start with a guy who could help me out in either way. Because he doesn't want you to turn the friggin' frogs gay. And
Turn the friggin' frogs gay.
1776 will commence again if you do not fight me for the honor of the best Clout Route team, Danny. So Alex Jones will be there, whether it's to spread Yahoo emails across his desk and pretend they're legitimate articles, or whether it's to put you in a headlock or take the exact same photo, but one tan and one not, and present them as a before and after for some weight loss pill.
Yeah. Alpha brain it is.
Motherfucking.
So I like that. I was inclined to pick a high dollar first. I mean, I guess you want to get like the team leader out of the way.
Yeah, you got to draft a captain. So
Which,
Kid Rock, right?
Jones is definitely team captain material. Now I'm stressing because honestly, I'm not lying to you. That was my pick for number one. I'm very upset. I can't go for someone like I just can't. I can't get a McConnell here. I mean, that's just embarrassing. He's out to die.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what kind of ranking, what we're using this team for, unless it's like earliest to the grave for Mitch McConnell. He would fail on any team. So, no Mitch. George is a good liar, at least. George Santos.
Is he?
I mean, I guess that's not a good liar.
It was. I mean, he might have been at one point.
Liar.
Let's say. Usually the good liars no one finds out that they are one, right?
I'm not gonna pick anybody kissing their
he's got cheese
kids
on his head.
or we don't need another bald guy. Sorry, Will Sasso. So I'm going with peas on his head, Andy Milonakis himself.
So I have $6
my team captain,
left.
Mr. Andy Schmilishmakis. I'm gonna tag Andy Milonakis in this when I post it up too, and be like, "Yo, bro, I fucking picked you as the team captain in the cloudiest Clout route team." That should mean something to you.
You know, I'm about to surprise a lot of people, I think, because this is someone for whom I have taken many an easy shot at, many a lazy shot, if I'm being honest. But it was fitting because those lazy shots were about this person being lazy. But I have seen a bit of a transformation over the years. Not only is the bedroom now clean and actually set up and presentable, but the T-shirts aren't always white. And even on a Saturday night, I got to hear this man step way out of his comfort zone and do color commentary for a boxing event for which he was really not equipped, but he did a good job being entertaining. So give me the moist one himself. Give me Charlie. It also helps that he's doing his own wrestling thing on YouTube. So I want Moist Critical on my squad.
Your squad's making me moist right now.
Mm-hmm.
If that were the parameters, moist makers.
V-Dub, if Wings and Boogie were on the list, my draft would have been completely different.
See, I didn't know like what parameter.
Oh, you got to let me do the next list.
Oh
my God.
Yeah, you could
yes.
if you want.
Like Dragon Lord, King
love
Cobra.
I would love that.
Boogie Wings.
Like a super obscure
God, yes.
YouTuber version. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah,
all right.
Get on that, Kev. I can put it together if you want. Your team, though, definitely making me moist here. I'm trying to think here. Who do I want next? You've got that puts you to $3 left, right?
Mm-hmm. I've spent $7. Yep.
Yeah. So $3 left for Kevin.
I can either grab one more beefcake or a couple of small fry, maybe even 3 singles.
Interesting.
Who knows?
I mean, you could make your team like you could make your team like most interesting or like new hosts for the Clout Route podcast.
That's our next one. Third mic. We're gonna do a third mic tier. Yeah.
Okay.
And also fourth mic. Sometimes somebody might be sick.
I do want to go for a $3 holla maybe because I'm not really interested. You know, the cloudiest people often are like I don't care the most about them. Like all of the high-ranked Clout people that I have up here, I kind of gave them the highest Clout because they either hold office or they're in like actual movies and not just like YouTube drama.
Or they were on Mad
or they're
TV.
A sports guy or something. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, exactly.
Or they were Kenny Rogers and this is Jackass.
I'm Kenny Rogers. Welcome to Jackass. I'm gonna fetch this bat.
And we call this the Dairy Challenge.
Check that out if you have. I love Will Sasso. I'm going to pick for my numero 2, the one and only, curing blindness across the United States, Mr. Beast.
Guy who's nice enough to offer to take his logo off the car. That's just not what they want you to see on it. You see that?
Biggest supporter of trans people online, by the way.
Is he? Good for him.
So, yep, there you go. Flexing on you with the fucking Mr. Beast. I think that my team has more money at this point, if that was a parameter.
Oh.
We're probably richer.
We talking pre-lawsuit, though? Any chance we can... I might have a shot.
Your team might actually owe money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, my team's we didn't yell bankruptcy, we declared it. Jesus
Fluffy
Christ.
says, I don't know who most of these people are. Yeah, Fluffy, you're here every fucking episode in the chat talking with us like usual. You don't know who these people are. These are people we talked about.
Well, in all fairness, Fluffy's working hard on our quality control. Just making sure, keeping us honest, you know?
Okay,
just help fix a couple things around here. Somebody's got to watch our audio levels.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, thank you for that. Where would I be without you?
We're going to get her a Dick Wolf slide at the end. The executive produced by...
Dick Wolf. Fluffy Elliott.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so who's your...
Boom, boom.
Who's
Dun,
your
dun, dun, dun,
number
dun. Bam, bam, bam,
Oh,
bam, bam.
goodness
Bum, bum, bum,
gracious.
bum. I'm torn here between Mr. Beard
$3 left.
and Sam Hyde. I think I know where I'm going, but I'm not quite sure.
Oh, you know it, lad. You know that, Hassan Piker?
Oh,
I'm
God.
coming to kill you in Los Angeles at your house.
I think if there was like murderer energy, you're definitely winning there.
Yep.
Your team could kill.
My
people.
team is in case
Minecraft.
1776 does commence again. I want to be prepared for that.
This is the American,
team is-
American Rebellion Squad.
So I didn't tell you this beforehand, but I'm trying to build the best cult. So I'm
need-
getting the biggest personalities that I can
Exactly, okay.
that have these insane followings.
Because if these people can't convince you to drink the Kool-Aid, they certainly can make you.
They can
drink
force
it.
you. Yeah.
Your head is in
Yes,
the same
Jim
space
Jones,
there.
let's go.
Okay.
I am the goat of.
Let's see. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
went with he was a $2 holla. So you have $1 left, okay? Me, on the other
Get some
hand, I have
Laffy Taffy.
$3. I could go with a big swinging 3. Swing my dick, drop like a Pokemon on you. Or
Oh,
something.
phrasing, dude. Come on.
But
Come on.
I don't think I'm gonna go there because I want some quantity. I want a squad. So
Yeah, you don't want me to outnumber you, especially with these beefcakes I got.
think
All three of everyone on my team but me works out. Be careful.
I think what I will do here, gosh, I will go, man. I want Sam Cedar bad because I love Sam Cedar.
In case we do a debate.
But Sam Cedar has like no clout or riz to be heard of. So it's like, I don't know. He might fit in a political debate team very well, but
Yeah.
if I'm using the team for anything else, it's basically just an old guy.
I would like to know if people can confirm the Riz meter in the chat, because I'm not sure if he's right about
team
that
has
one or
more
not.
Riz.
But Sam Cedar might be the Riz god you're looking for. I don't
But
know.
then you look at the other ones and it's like in that category. I mean, I'm not picking Def Noodles. on
Who's
my
that
team.
next to Def? Because I thought you just
Destiny.
I thought you just had two pictures of Dennis side by
Steve.
side. I thought it was just like a bearded Dennis and not bearded Dennis.
If I was going based, red pill take, Destiny would be a good one. And he's a little political too. He loves the politics. That's what he mainly does. So he just debated Milo the other day and like
Andy did? Like Milanakis? Is that what you said?
no. Destiny.
Oh, Destiny.
debated Milo Yiannopoulos
Oh.
the other day and then swore that he'd never go on stage with him ever again.
Can't believe that wasn't on 60 Minutes.
No, they had Marjorie Taylor Greene on 60 Minutes instead.
Oh, that's a wash.
I could just pick Keemstar straight up.
Yeah, Keemer Crowder is what I'm thinking.
Oh God, no. No,
Or
I
you could pick Jake Paul,
think
whether you want to fight or scam. Like, you either be rich, as long you just make sure you make more money than the government can take from you while you sit in jail for a couple years. But because he won't be the fall guy, it'll be you.
so. You got a little red pilled with the Sam Hyde, which I think is a better.
I don't like
a
to paint it with
better-
that paintbrush, but
Well,
sure,
okay.
Sure.
I think that was the better pick, maybe in that money rank there. So good pick on your Sam Hyde there. But Destiny, I feel like, is a sleeper. So there we go. I don't like any of these people on my team. You're next, Gav.
You know what?
I've still got what? Let's see here.
We should be at the same.
Yeah, so we
'Cause
both
you've
have
copied
a dollar.
me at every turn and just
Dollar.
taken from the same tier that I've taken from. No, it's all good. It's all good. Now here's my debate, world. Do I take Steven, someone who I appreciate? I would like to call him a friend, but the reality is he's interacted with Danny a lot and not as much with me. Or do I take just Minx because she can fight and, I like to drink as well, so I wouldn't mind having somebody else around to party with Alex, Moist, and Sam. I feel like that is a pretty lively party with the five of us, but
If you
she might kind of
pick-
ruin it, though, huh?
If you pick Minx, think about this. If you pick Minx, your team could basically beat up
That's what
probably
I'm thinking.
any composition of teams that could be developed on thinking. Because you've got quite the fighters. I mean, minus Moist Critical. Maybe you could swap somebody else for him.
And this takes me back to my favorite video game, one of my favorites of all time, Sid Meier's Civilization. You can win it in a multitude of ways. You can win the space race, you can get the most money, or you can go brute force mode and just say, listen, I'm going to fight every single one of you.
Yeah.
So you know what? Give me Minx. Give me Minx.
Give you Minx.
If we were just picking the
my
cool kid
God.
club, like the people I wanted to hang out with, it would be Steven all day. No offense, Minx, but I'm picking you more for your fighting prowess in
You
this
don't
instance.
but the quartering is about to be a pupil of.
I want someone to fight, not pee on me.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I think then, well, I could never pick an Ollie London. I could never pick. You're right, man. I'm kind of bummed that I picked
God.
Destiny now, and I can only pick one more guy because our teams are so similar. And I mean, it's the same, obviously, in number. Would you let
Throwing
me
up
trade
jazz
in?
hands.
Would
Oh,
you
we
let
doing
me
a trade?
in?
What do you guys think? I'm
So-
fine with it because I'm so confident in my team and he can do whatever he wants. Chat, what do you think?
Can we trade in?
I give him my blessing. Let him
Okay.
do some redos.
So I can trade Steve Bonella, and that gives me $3, okay? Then I'm going to pick. You were talking about Steven. I do want to pick Steven,
Okay.
especially so I don't throw any shade. He's a comedian.
Then he's going to
too.
throw tipster and
He'll work
quartering
for
in
free.
here.
I'm just kidding. But then, yes, I'm going to get the
That's okay,
commentary
Poland.
giant here. Giant in many ways. Tipster. Okay. Now, this isn't me just setting up interviews for the Clout round later on. Not at all.
Well, when you say it, well, now.
So Tipster, I'll bring Tipster, the commentary giant, along with me. And then, what if we're going for like meme fodder? Think about this. If we went for like the memeiest team, like the biggest meme of all, Andy Milonakis is kind of a meme with his whole shtick. Beast, I wouldn't say so much. Same thing with these two last ones, but Ethan Ralph being on my squad. I would have two primetime meme candidates, lol cows, you could say. Well, maybe not Andy as much, but definitely the king of the lol cows himself, Ethan Ralph. So
Okay.
So here you go.
Now you got me outnumbered.
We've got our finalized teams. Are you sure? Do you want to?
Oh, lock me in. I'm good, dude. I'm so good. Nope.
So here's the final. I'm gonna post this up later on with a vote here, and we'll see who's got the best team in your opinion, in your parameter, in your ranking system. Okay. We'll check that out.
I also think I put together the best band.
I can't wait to engage with that later on Twitter. That's gonna be a fun.
I can't wait to see
back and forth
what all of you guys put together with your teams. That's what I'm looking forward to.
So I wanted to look at some flagrant stuff this week. Somebody came out with this awesome video going through like a flagrant podcast with Andrew Schultz and how awkward he makes it with his hosts and stuff, or his guests. Whitney Cummings was his guest. I think this is a video worth watching and everything, but for the sake of today, since we're at 2:06, we're not going to look at it. I think I may creep on this on the 420 show on Thursday. And then next time we get together, I can bring you some of the relevant stuff that I sift.
Oh, okay.
Out, okay.
You also, I should point out, he did have Sam Hyde's new series on here. It did get mentioned in chat at one point. It was part of the.
Well, I mean, we can pull it up. We can watch that if you want.
Okay.
We can end on. I'd say we watch 2 more quick routes.
Okay.
And we get out of here, but let me hit a quick one before those 2, okay?
Oh, so that makes 3. Nice.
Technically 3. I just
Good.
wanted to hit this
I much prefer 3.
stupidness here.
Oh, this motherfucker guy. Why couldn't this guy stay missing, dude?
So I saw this.
The
only reason this is an interesting story to me is because of like how it went down. I wake up, the news happens as it does throughout the day. So by the time I get home from work or whatever, it's like this was posted 1:48. So, it's that time of day where I'm like sitting down and maybe I'm having my second coffee, just got home from work, relaxing or whatever. I see update. Oh wait, this is the update. So
Update. Apparently no one gives a shit about
I accidentally
Bigfoot.
put the wrong tweet here, I guess. I wanted to. First I saw Drake Bell has went missing.
And I was like,
people
shucks.
are worried for him. That was the
Who?
headline.
Hey,
He was like, he's in some kind of mental duress or something. That's what they were saying.
He's been that way. Well, yeah, the dude's a fucking pedophile,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
I don't give a shit how he feels.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry.
You're not a Drake.
Allegedly, maybe. Sorry, allegedly.
You're not a Drake and Josh
Fucking
fan.
sue
Clearly,
me if you
clearly
want.
you're not a
Disney
Drake and Josh
Prince.
fan.
No, I'm not opposed to the show. I'm opposed to creeps.
But anyway, so I see this. He's missing and mental duress or whatever. They're worried about him being missing. Well, then it comes around. This was actually the update. So earlier in the morning was when I saw the first thing. The update comes around, like I said, in the afternoon when I'm chilling. After gone missing, he's found and he's talking to the cops, okay? So within less than a news cycle, he has went missing and been found, okay? At least in the way that I saw it unfold on Twitter.
That only happens when you're rich.
But then the funny thing is you see these kind of headlines all the time. I feel like I see Amanda Bynes in one of these every other day, but
Oh,
he
what do you
deleted
know?
it. He
What did you
deleted
know?
it.
It got
Little
deleted.
Coward.
You got to start screenshotting
Coward.
these, dude.
No, I like it better this way because
What?
it's funnier to be like, he deleted it afterwards. Like, what the fuck?
Well, but then you would have not only the photo, but then also you'd have like, look, creep deleted it, but I still got the receipts.
Hey, take it up with my secretary because old boy's doing this all by himself.
Listen, make Bo Blacks an offer. He turned his old gig into being working for Keemstar or something. I don't know. I just saw him on one Twitter space.
If I screenshot every Twitter fucking article I went through.
Just screenshot it instead of saving the link.
Yeah. Do you got 3
We gotta
phones
have a
to
meeting.
fill up with articles? Because I don't. But he said something like, look what happens when you go out for a little bit of coffee or something. So he acted like it was no big deal after multiple news outlets post about how he's missing and in mental duress. And he tweets like, well, just went out for a pack of smokes, guys. Like, chill out.
Oh, you know what?
I don't know why you would delete it is honestly the thing either. It's just like not really that. I guess maybe he got heat for like, oh, you're making light of a serious situation. I don't know why the fuck you would delete this.
He was in a fugue state.
I guess something like that.
Just like Walter White. So we got to talk about Barbara Corcoran because we
Is
put
that
her.
a good one? She's
Well,
in
yeah,
the
we put her
thumbnail?
on the thumbnail, and we already skipped one guy who's on the thumbnail. So we got to get you know how I
Who,
feel about my
Flagrant?
thumbnail integrity.
Well, that's not the thumbnail, Kevin.
Well, it was for the Twitter folks. Actually, okay, guys, full disclosure, I used to watch a lot of Shark Tank, so I'm interested to see what happened to this crazy lady.
I was
So
gonna say, be real with me. You want to?
I was trying to logic
Barbara.
box Danny, but it wasn't gonna work. He's watched too much boxing this weekend. It wasn't gonna work.
Okay, fair enough. So,
Was that gaslighting? Am I a bad person? I'm
Barbara?
gonna have a beer about it.
Corcoran, okay? Corcoran. I don't know how to say her name. Corcoran. Whatever.
Like
Shark Tank
Corcoran.
lady. You guys all know her when I pull her up. So, this is the Pop Crave article I came across, which made me laugh. She was in an interview on YouTube talking about, like, her life and her Shark Tank experience and yada yada. And one of the quotes that came out of it. Shark Tank's Barbara Corcoran, see, I don't even know how to say that, faces backlash after giddy comments about firing employees. I love firing people on Friday. I would stop by someone's desk on Wednesday and say, hey, would you have any time sometime on Friday? They should have heard about the rumors. I couldn't wait till they came in to fire them.
So I can relate to this because every Friday or Saturday when Danny texts
fuck?
me to say, hey, the doc is up, by the way, I'm just like, oh shit. And I peruse it to see, like, is there going to be a part where he goes, by the way, you're fired. Yes,
Kevin's last
V-Dub
episode
Dragon's
at the
Den.
top.
Yeah, Kevin's last episode, is the title. Dragon's Den, also good. My favorite thing to watch about Shark's Tank or Dragon's Den is to watch the
Dragon's
clips on
Den
YouTube.
is like a different one?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's
okay.
it's the same show, same premise essentially. And I might even have some overlap with the cast. I think I can't remember. But my favorite thing was to find every once in a while you get a really ambitious MLM that would try to grift the fucking billionaires, and that is really fun. You can find the compilations on YouTube. It's
I'm
so
sure.
fun.
Does that happen on Shark Tank a lot too? Then?
Yeah. Oh,
Do
yeah.
they ever be like, sounds like a pyramid?
Oh
scheme?
yeah. They dunk on those fools. It's crazy.
I don't watch, really.
You feel bad when someone has a genuine idea, but maybe they're a bad business person, and Mark Cuban's just shitting on them, and you're like, God damn, this doesn't feel good. But when you can tell they're a scammer and they're trying to sell some fucking international phone cards in 2020, and they get ousted for being an MLM, it just makes me feel good inside.
She's a scary woman to me. I mean, I took us off screen just so I could highlight how like. She's terrifying looking, honestly. I mean, I guess she's beautiful too, but terrifying at the same time. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Scary woman, especially after those quotes. I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to work for her. I'd be anxious all the time.
Never work for her. Anybody who gets off on firing people has something wrong upstairs, I think, in my opinion.
I saw this, and it was like, yeah, okay, fuck this lady, whatever. I mean, this is like the opposite of the way I think. Fucking crazy ass bitch. But I said bitch.
Oh, just call her a dick once. Throw everybody off.
Okay, yeah. But my wife was like, have you seen her Instagram? And I was like, why? Is it something that I need to see? Well, you guys be the judge here.
She looks like a titan.
We've got Barbara Cochran's Instagram here.
Corcoran.
I guess she's like a meme goddess on here a lot. Now look at this. Old sharks.
God damn. Well,
she like oldified all of them.
That's that Kevin dude grew a beard and
look, they're all oldified. Except she looks exactly the same.
Oh, I was gonna say they just put beards on all of them. Like they're all already old.
Bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like they're all in their 60s already. What do you mean oldify?
Well, this is if they didn't have like constant, like cracked baby spine fluid or whatever.
Adrenochrome.
Like yeah. Wow, dude, that makes
for all that spirit cooking going on.
This is baby-fied. Baby sharks. So they just get round.
They don't look any younger. Yeah, they don't.
We're old but fat, too.
Yikes.
So I was like, okay, well, what the hell is this weirdness? Like, she's got a bunch of weird stuff like this. I've got one specifically that I'm going to show you, but I thought we would scroll through and kind of just...
Oh, she's Illuminati confirmed.
Enjoy
for
some of the
sure.
looks.
Look at this,
like,
dude.
Oh, my
Absolute
gosh.
occultist. Look at her.
Hell yeah, brother. This is the kind of woman I need on my list.
God damn.
Why didn't I have Barbara Cochran on the list? Get ready for my photo shoot.
I do love the oldify.
If you want to build a business, getting past the mistake, giving yourself maybe 5 minutes to feel sorry. What the fuck is she even talking about? So obviously
now she's gonna do one of them self-help guru things, right?
Go to her
that ain't a
Instagram if you want to engage with that, but check this one out specifically. I saved one.
Now we're promoting grifters on the Clout route. Well, how times have changed.
Check this out. Trigger warning for everybody's ears. I'm sorry, dude. Instagram has a problem. Here, check it out.
Wanna get a mansion, a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies.
Look at her though.
Yeah, I get you. I get some background.
No. So Barbara Cochran, everybody. Not only is she firing all of her employees on Fridays for fun, but she is dancing on TikTok all week instead of doing an actual job or any work.
Probably fired the guy who filmed that for goofing off on company hours. She's like, hey, Jeremy, come see me on Friday. We can talk about your bonus from helping me film this. And then she's like, you fucking bitch.
So that TikTok didn't do very well. I think I'm going to have to let you go.
There's some hot cross buns for the doggo. V-Dub, I don't know if I could do the dance. I can't play the song yet. I tried. So here's the thing. I don't quite have the gas yet to hit all the high notes or even some of the low notes with all the keys pressed down. I tried to play Careless Whisper at a one octave lower, and I could almost do it, but I don't want to do it for you guys until I can get it right. Because otherwise, I just feel like it'll ruin it, you know. So for now, I'm sorry. It'll just be hot cross buns and Louie and some easy stuff that I can hit while I'm still in this range. But I'm on a 2.5 read here. We'll get back up to 4 soon.
I don't know what
We'll
any
be
of
able to
this
do some
mumbo
stuff.
jumbo is, but I'm with you. So, okay. We could either end it on a couple disturbing but funny clips. We could end it on some Aiden Ross and his drug habits and problems.
Oh, maybe not.
Okay, then.
You know, if we're gonna end on a high note,
Let's look at
I'll
this.
have to study the dance V-dub to learn it. But yes, promise, lock it in.
I snagged this Ryan Beard tweet, and he's been on the show a couple times in the past couple weeks because he's just such a soy boy on Twitter. It's kind of funny, but I saw this and it made me laugh. So, Kevin, you're not as active on Twitter with this whole commentary bullshit as I am, but there's certain characters that buzz around. I've told you before, that only really exist on Twitter commentary bullshit. 80-30 being one of them, and just like a bunch of these weirdos. Spondyle is one of them as well. I won't promote his Twitter, but I guess go check that out if you're into this kind of thing. But the only reason I talk about somebody like that is because Ryan Beard, of course, every once in a while, he's got like a Diorio quote tweet or a Spondyle or whoever, because commentary people love to give him shit, and he's constantly defending himself. Funny. But here we go. Spondyle says, lock these two in a room, and they will be able to milk content off each other for an eternity.
Probably not the only thing, but
so that's the quartering in Mr. Beard. And Mr. Beard says, if you lock both of us in a room, the floor would be covered in his piss within 20 minutes. No, thank you. Now, this would have been a good one for me to screenshot. You know why? I swear to fuck that this dude edited it. This is not what it said. I'm pretty sure before it said
he might have done a new one.
If you locked both of us in a room, the floor would be covered in piss within 20 minutes. No, thank you. That's what I read the first time. In piss, not his piss. In piss.
I've got
because
nipples,
I also
Greg.
thought,
can you milk me?
Why is Ryan Beard pissing himself in the room? But
see, in all fairness, I would have
fixed
made
the
the
joke.
same. I wouldn't have. That's how I would have made the joke too, just because I would have thought it would have been known that it was Jeremy's piss. Like I'd have been that confident that everyone knows I'm not pissing on the floor.
Well, I didn't know what Beard was into. Who knows? Sometimes you're into that kind of
that's
stuff.
fair. You know.
So I thought that was funny. He quoted a Spondyle tweet, a fucking weirdo commentary orbiter guy. He's funny though. I follow him. He has some bangers.
Hey, careful! I'm a weirdo commentary orbiter guy.
Exactly,
All right?
like
I'm a
me
part timer
too.
in this community. Careful how you say
Me
these
too,
things.
me
All
too.
right.
I mean, you saw.
I'm a lurker in our
drafted
own fucking
Tipster.
Discord.
I drafted Tipster. On
I just
my team,
drop
Kevin.
fucking emotes in there.
Don't tell me it. I drafted Tipster on my team, bro. Come on.
You're just looking for
very
some goth
sensitive.
mommies. That's
very
all. You're just looking for a
sensitive
backdoor into some goth mommies. I know your tricks.
I'm very sensitive to the commentary community. I love these people, right?
I think so.
Ugh. The thing I wanted to end on here
Is Sam Hyde's fish tank.
is
No.
that what you want to do?
Well, I don't. It's been mentioned twice in chat, so we can maybe
Let's check
just
it out.
hit it real quick, and then whatever.
So this is just them.
That might get us to
Honestly,
the
like-
nice 2.5 hour mark anyway. You know.
This is the
It's a celebration.
unofficial teaser. There's not really much to it. It's literally
Oh, he found Waldo.
his little dork dude that he has that streams with him all the time that I could never find his name for some reason.
It's Waldo.
Waldo talks about what their little
Oh wait, no, the stripes
project's
are vertical.
gonna be.
Never mind.
So I guess we can listen to what the Fish Tank Live thing that Sam Hyde's coming up with is going to be. Let's watch. You get to see Sam boxing in the background the whole time. too.
Okay. When you're on the fish tank site, which most of you have not.
Half the reason why I wanted to show this too is just how scuffed they do their stuff. It kind of makes me laugh.
It is interesting.
is
They just
this?
have
What's
like
going
a
on?
they have like a boom. I don't even think it is a boom. I think there's a regular
just have
old
a
desk
regular old
stand. Yeah, mic
screen
stand.
popped up.
Not seen yet.
I got the gain just jacked all the way.
You have
up.
a 3x3 grid.
Oh yeah,
It sounds
Camera
like
feeds to choose from.
sounds like season 1 of the
And that's
Clout
where you'll
route,
be
dude.
spending most of your
Goddamn.
time. You'll be watching live audio, live video from any room in the house. Then on the side, there's a tab called Fish Toys.
It's weird that Sam is one of those
and
grunters.
This is how we're
like that.
looking to get back even on this.
Is he not doing it for the bit?
I hope he's doing it for the bit. I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't believe that works. I imagine it's the shtick, but I'm still gonna dog him for it.
Doing this, super chats. On one hand, let us interact with you.
He's got to be hamming up the style too, because I gotta imagine Sam's a better fighter than this.
You can enact pranks.
He's doing it for the whole stream. Okay, well, no wonder he might be tired at this point.
This is very distracting.
He even makes notes of it. He's like, it's very distracting. All they talk about here, I don't even really want to go through this whole thing because it's
unofficial teaser.
Yep. Right.
Keyword unofficial.
So
what is this supposed to be?
Big Brother, and they have super chats where you can alter the experience that they're living in this house.
Oh, those poor people. No.
So there's cameras in every room.
Oh, God.
And every room has text-to-speech chat. So you can like
is Sam
gonna
pay for their therapy afterwards?
I mean, I don't know. He's fitting the bill for the whole thing.
Me, dude, this is gonna be a disaster.
I'm pretty sure somebody else on Twitch already did this.
Yeah, but they weren't Sam Hyde.
But yes, that's the difference here.
I'm
pretty sure whoever did
take
it
that
was
however
like
you
a
want.
PG, like above board kind of streamer, and this is gonna be like Big Brother After Dark kind of shit, where he does some like depraved ass.
I'm sure there'll be some funny bits to it. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's gonna be some, but I also think they will probably test the boundaries, and there might be a whole lot of cringe. And I certainly would never fucking sign up to live in a house where Sam Hyde's in control of everything. Jesus.
Well, so there's that. I mean, that it does seem a little fun. We'll keep an eye on it because I do think that that'll be like clip worthy going forward. If he's going to be doing it for a while too, if like this is going to be his thing, this Fish Tank Live, I'm sure that the Clout route will hit a bunch of fucking weird ass clips for him. So let's do one final. Which person formerly on the Clout route will we talk about an update on? Let's see.
It's the final Clout route.
Heel Mike. Okay. Heel Mike, Aiden Ross, or Amaranth. Which route would you like to take?
Come on, really?
I mean,
you already
gotta think about what these stories of those three would be. So some of them will be a little more entertaining.
It's between Heel Mike or Amaranth, because I don't want to talk about Aiden particularly today. Yeah.
So let's look at.
Well, and it's like, what are we gonna talk about? How he was addicted to lean?
That's what it is.
Like
he's addicted to lean, and
like that's
his
unfortunate
for his
and
whole...
it's a bullshit excuse. But if it's true, I don't want to like make because addiction's not a thing I'm trying to make fun of anybody about. So if that is part of if that is a reality, I hope he gets it taken care of. I hope it's not just some excuse.
Well, then you might not want to watch. We might not want to watch this Heel Mike clip because it has to do with addiction a little bit. I feel like we can laugh about it though. So,
put me to the test right away.
Do you remember Heel Mike? What he was about before on Kick?
Is that the guy who got blown?
Let's get blown, baby. So the last time he was on stream and we talked about him, he got blown like. Got a BJ blown, you know, that kind of thing, the sexual thing. This time,
you mean blown away, right? Another Arrested Development joke.
And this time he's gonna get blown away too, in a different way. Check this out. So obviously they're in like a party setting. What's he doing? Oh. And they cut screen real quick, like, oh wait, what is he doing?
Oh wait, what? A little too late for that, boys.
So there you go. I mean, that's the kind of stuff they're getting away with on Kick. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't have him like cut one out on the back of the toilet or whatever and like snort it up with a dollar bill or something in Minecraft.
I have no comment on proper party cocaine etiquette and ways to do it not in front of a camera. I have no earthly idea what those proper policies should be.
I guess so. I mean,
never done this stuff.
We missed some stuff like, you know, Oxnox, Hassan's editor going back and forth with XQC. I love his accent. That's the only reason why I like to listen to those clips. XQC sounds like a ding dong. Mr. Beast's dilemma with his friend Chris. We're not really going to talk about that, but his friend Chris has transitioned and the internet doesn't like it. Oh boy, how many times have we talked about something like that?
It affects me so much personally what this other person does with their life. I heard it hurts me. I hate it.
The Dalai Lama is a P word. He likes to have kids suck
fucking
his tongue.
creep.
Freak. It's all these religious freaks.
You know what?
Suck my
Just
tongue.
insert the same Kev hates religion stuff that you've heard me say 100 times and be done with it. But couldn't be more disgusted than by a person who's given that sort of religious power that they take advantage of children. Someone should be. I hope someone's smacking this dude right fucking now. He's getting the shit smacked out of him.
No,
Tase him.
He also had like 5,000 fucking children workers at one point that did all this stuff for him. Isn't that weird? He had like thousands of child workers to do stuff for him.
It's almost like most religions are cults, but I mean,
well, when you see him,
I'm just a guy.
When you see him do "Suck My Tongue" on television, you know everybody's seen the.
It's my third favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
When you see him do "Suck My Tongue" on television, and then you hear that he had like child slaves at one point, essentially, you can only imagine what he got into. Amaranth had her Uber meal snatched when somebody delivered it. She caught it on camera. That was cool news. Sneeko defended Hitler. What else is new? Hassan was the third highest donor to union stuff this year, so hats off to Hassan.
Well, how else are you going to keep up with Assad?
Amazon specifically, he donated to their union because of all the crazy shit that's going on. How mistreated those people get treated.
Well, that I
can
get behind. It's a bummer to see all those Amazon employees having to piss in bottles, but
yeah, right. So let's say hats off to Hassan for at least one good thing. He donated a lot of money to get those unions going for those people. So good on him. We talked about Barbara Corcoran. We talked about the Creator Clash.
Ooh.
Here, let's end it on this. This is actually the last thing we're going to look at because I just love this imagery here. Okay, so and we'll end it with a soundbite as well.
Yes.
Reminder that Quentin Tarantino wrote a scene in Dusk Till Dawn where Salma Hayek pours tequila down her leg and forces a guy to drink it by sucking on her toes, and then casts himself as that role.
You couldn't say shit if you had a mouthful.
He has got a mouthful right here. Probably can't say shit.
Yeah, I don't have.
Do you have any thoughts on Quentin Tarantino feet gate? I'm sure you're aware.
Other than
right?
what's the? I mean, how is this a gate? We've all known he's a creep, and he likes to record women's feet in movies. This was a surprise to someone?
No. I mean, people are apparently that's how this.
People are surprised that Harvey Weinstein's favorite director was a sex creep. Oh my God!
Don't say that. You'll offend people.
Listen, this dude was my idol for 10 years as a young creative trying to do short films, all that stuff. I idolized this man before I knew any better. But fuck, he's a goddamn creep. It seems.
I mean, maybe
he's an asshole to normal people. So like on that, I just know it. I've seen it. I mean, paparazzi. I mean, sometimes they probably deserve to be shitty too, because they're kind of shitty people too. But I don't know. He's an entitled asshole, and yeah, he's probably a creep. I'm not surprised. He shows you how creepy he is in his films, so I'm not surprised to find out that he's an entitled creep. No.
What's that Tenacious D line? The song. It's like, we don't mind sucking on toes. Good luck finding a boyfriend who sucks toes. And well, Quentin Tarantino is one of those.
Yeah.
So if you're looking,
I had never thought about that though. That like the glass shattered in my mind because From Dusk Till Dawn was a great. I grew up loving Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez because Robert Rodriguez made El Mariachi for like $5,000. He donated blood and semen and filmed this thing on a fucking handy cam.
Right.
And built a career off of it. So those two, and then everyone knows Tarantino's story. So those two guys working together as a college kid, as a film student, I was like, oh my God, like these guys are awesome. I love this movie. And even now, knowing all the weird stuff, I never thought about that. Like, oh yeah, Quentin did. The one time he the one time he was ever cast to play a main role where he was in the whole movie.
And of
he
course
was
it's Selma Hayek. It's like the hottest.
Also, he played Richie, the sex creep. Like his whole character was a pervert, pedo. And then he's like, oh, and in this role also Selma Hayek gets to shove her feet in my mouth.
Or vodka. Yeah.
Gee.
Sexy time.
Thanks, Robbie, for casting me.
The creepiest one for me is in one of the more glaring ones for me. I mean, obviously this one was where Selma Hayek's foot's in his mouth. There's one in Death Proof where you've got the lady and her feet are like sitting out the window, and the Death Proof guy is like creeping on her, whatever. And he does
when they
like
play that great song by Dave Dizzy, Doki D, and Titch or whatever. The Hold Tight Counter.
in that movie.
Great music in that movie.
He
That's why
like
I didn't notice he was a creep.
runs his finger down her foot while it's sticking out the window to like scare her or whatever. She's like, "What the hell?" Then he like blows on it or something to get her another reaction out of her. It's like you're
and in the accident, when they get in the accident,
her feet,
she's got a foot hanging out the window.
And it gets fucking when it shows the crash and the different shots of it, her fucking leg just gets like tossed out.
Listen, I could be wrong here, and forgive me if you have a foot fetish and I'm about to say a mean thing to you, but I feel like when you get that fetishized, I feel like you're probably watching too much porn. Like you need to chill out. If you're getting to the point where just regular sex isn't enough for you and you got to think about people's feet, like maybe chill the fuck out, bro. Like go jogging for release endorphins in another way. Exactly. Yeah. God damn, go play a game of pickup basketball or something. It ain't all about feet, my dude.
Yeah, it is, Kevin.
Go snowboarding. It's
all about feet, baby.
Climb a mountain, do something.
Let's look through chat one more time. Get out of here, okay?
Before I get beat up for my bad feet take.
Well, Paulin says that she wants us to fight. I'm not gonna beat you up for your bad feet take. I don't want to fight. Okay.
We just gotta
lovers, not fighters.
Do a wrestling match, brother. We just do a.
Well, I mean, if that happens, then
tag team match.
Like I said, get us to 1K subscribers, and we'll do the backyard fucking brawl.
Backyard creator.
Give me some cash flow going, and we'll set up some fucking. I'll get a rinky-dink ring in the back, and me and Kevin can.
We got to name it something really close to Creator Clash so that iDubbbz will sue us, so then we can get all that
Clout
attention.
That?
Yeah,
okay.
And then we'll just change the name before the cease and desist goes through. That'd be huge.
Wings and Boogie should be on the list. Yeah, I'll remember that. Kevin will bring us Kevin will write me a list of internet cretins, including Boogie and Wings and some other folks, and we'll do another.
If you have opinions, you can throw that in the episode research channel, right?
There you go.
In Discord, just go ahead and tag me.
I'll get
to it eventually.
Yeah, V-Dub says, Kev, let me help, so you guys can put
10-4
that list together there. I don't know who most of these people are. I only listen to what I say. It's hard to hear.
I know how that goes, Fluffy.
Again,
I do the same thing.
Fluffy's ears are not working. I feel sorry for you. Sam's new show looks awesome. It's insanely twisted Big Brother. Yeah, that's kind of how I put it, when I was explaining it. Little Big Brother vibes with chat donos and stuff. He tried to get me to pick Crowder, but I'm not a mug clubber. So, sorry. Crowder did not land on my list.
But you did beat Ralph?
I thought Destiny was that Indian woman who streams. Vault, who is that?
It's okay, Poland. I thought Destiny was Dream for like a couple months, and Danny kept telling me that they weren't the same person, and I just kept forgetting that. And I was like, yeah, it's that dude who did the face reveal, right? To this day, I'm certain I will never remember who Destiny is. I think it's because it's because of the video game.
You don't need it.
If he had named himself after anything other than a video game, I might be able to remember. But no, and especially now that he looks like a unshaved Dennis Noodles. No, he's very forgettable to me.
Yeah.
Just like I blend in with every bald dude you've ever met. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Poland says, I thought Destiny was that Indian woman who streams. You know who that is? I mean, I'm making assumptions here. Indian woman I don't think is correct, but I'm making big assumptions here.
Uh-oh.
Destiny debated Stardust. Stardust is a commentator that
You're not talking about Dustin Rhodes' kid?
She is some ethnicity that isn't Caucasian, I don't think, but I don't know what that is. Indian may not be correct, but I think you're thinking of Stardust, Poland.
You're thinking about Cody Rhodes.
Or maybe Pokimane, like what Vault Wanderer says. You could have been thinking about Pokimane.
Danny's
Stardust or something. See, they came to it eventually in chat. Let's see. Was he exposed for some bad stuff? Oh, pedo, laugh out loud. Phew. Josh turned out to be pretty good, I think.
I'm pretty sure it was. Well, Drake, wasn't it pedo stuff? I'm pretty sure.
It was like underage texting or something. Like, I don't know if he necessarily like. You think he'd be in jail if he actually did the deed. So I think it was more so like
No, you wouldn't. No, you would not.
I would
no,
hope
you would not.
if
Not
he,
when you
like,
have that much. You
railed
would
her.
hope. You would hope.
I mean, that's what
that
I'm
is
saying.
not the
That's what I
case.
said.
Ask
I would
Carl
hope.
Malone's ask about that. Carl Malone got a 13-year-old pregnant, and he's not in jail.
Yeah, well.
You're not going to jail if you have money.
Skrilla gets you a lot of things, doesn't
Yeah.
it? But I don't know if
Fucking-
Drake has that much. I don't know if Drake has pedo money.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. But he might have been being a pedo when he was down in Mexico, and I'm sure he has. I'm sure he has
pedo money.
international pedo money. You know.
Okay, fair enough.
Knows how to grease those wheels. Oh, that was a bad way to phrase it.
Josh is a weirdo. Yeah, probably.
I think it's a
Dragon's Den
it's
being.
Good bet that anybody who worked for Disney as a kid is probably going to turn out a weirdo.
Yeah, fair
and
enough.
that's not their fault. But what are you saying about?
I was gonna say that Dragon's Den is a weird name for Shark Tank, like the foreign one. I like.
And they're
that
big on
better.
dragons. They're
Den.
big on dragons on the island, right? I mean, it's a
yeah,
big
they
part
say
of
dragons and stuff. They're ancient.
I mean, I think
they're
dragon. I
ancient,
mean, dragons, dinosaurs.
medieval.
I think it was a thing.
Okay, I feel it. Okay.
People were out here slaying dragons. I believe it. I believe in it.
Oldify. How long until Clout Coin is It's already there. It's going to the moon.
We need to
It's
mint it.
in the moon, actually.
How do I mint
Clout
it?
Coin is the moon.
Should I do a Chris Chan and just start making Clout Coin medallions?
Yeah.
And then you
right,
guys
I want
can
them to hang around my neck.
You guys can catfish me and then cut them up into pieces on a live stream.
We've got
Ooh,
Samide's Fish Tank.
nice.
We talked about it a little
Doggo,
bit.
Louie was my favorite part to play on the trumpet. See, that's funny. On the alto, it's not all fun and games. I remember being in jazz band as a kid, but that was fun. But for the most part, we have to play the background. So I have this little book here, all of the football and basketball marching band songs, and I'm just the background for half of it. So it's just dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun
nothing wrong
dun
with
dun
that.
dun dun. And then the trumpet gets to go and do all the cool shit.
Right.
Those
Those trumpet people are shut off. There was a point in time where I was trying to do. This is the thing. I was like so poor.
How
when we
poor
got
were
to-
you?
When
Sorry.
I got to band and shit and choir, like when I got the options, I was like, yeah, I want to do band. Like that sounds fun. I'd love to play an instrument. And they like let you try out with their instruments or whatever that they have, but then they expect you to buy
Bro,
one
I feel that.
afterwards.
Yeah.
So I tried out on trumpet actually, and they were like, I guess I think they don't like. I think they just say yes to everyone.
No, don't sell yourself short, bud.
I was allowed to do it, but it ended up I didn't have the funds to get a trumpet. So guess what I ended up doing? Choir's free, baby. I just stood in a fucking thing and had to sing. Great. It was fun.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
This is
I
why
love
I'm-
being in show choir,
This is why I'm emo.
singing for the old folks at the retirement home.
Let's get through this and get the fuck out of here, Kevin. I mean, you guys are going off today. Getting your toes sucked and getting your toes sucked on tickles. I don't want to know that. Feet
Why
are
not?
gross.
I'm
Clout
sure it would
clash.
tickle. Come on, fight for charity. I will fight anyone for charity.
And the clout
I just
clash.
might request they let me wear headgear. Depends on how big they are.
I mean, I don't want to get hit. I mean, like, how? I think it's embarrassing.
I've fought plenty of people for free just because I was an idiot.
I would
So
rather-
I gladly would fight for a good cause.
I would rather be the guy watching this shit. Like, I've never had any
that's fair.
interest to run high speed into somebody and rattle my brain, or let somebody punch me in the head a bunch of times, or punch somebody else in the head.
Believe it or not, you're not supposed to let them do that. That's not
Right?
part of the
It's
game.
just like, I've never had any interest to do any of that. Now I will watch it, but I think that's part of the reason why I don't have interest in doing it is because I watch it to see like the embarrassment in someone's eyes when they get like, and I'm like, duh. It's like that. It's like,
Cold-blooded, dude.
I don't want to be that guy. I'm gonna be Ethan Ralph if I get in the ring with somebody. Like literally, they'll hit me a couple times in my head, and I'll be like, what happened? And then they'll punch me in my face. It'll be that kind of nonsense. I'm not down with this. The only kind of charity fight that I would be into is like you were saying earlier, fucking Anchorman style. If you can get a charity fight going where it's like Anchorman style and I can bring like a grenade.
No touching of the hair or face. Yeah.
We can get down with that.
Yeah, but you could lose an arm in that fight.
Doggo says, in 2021, Drake was arrested in Cleveland, Ohio.
Ooh.
With salvo and charged with attempted endangerment of a child. As well as, that's not funny, as well as one count of disseminating matter harmful to juveniles. So he was sending dick pics.
Oh, okay.
And probably tried to meet up.
There
with
were
her
two
or
ways
whatever.
I could have interpreted that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. None of them were good. Nice. Yeah, Detective Doggo.
Detective Doggo. So that's where we'll leave it, okay?
Now Poland wants me to fight your wife. No, I'll fight. Let's
Poland
let's
will
find
watch
somebody.
you fight anybody, apparently. Why don't we get a triple threat
Poland
match?
just wants to see me get my ass kicked. She really must have hated that the collection of short stories that I told you not to send that to your book club. I told you they would kick you out. It's some weird
got her
shit in
removed
there.
from her book club and
Yeah,
she's
I'm
pissed
so
at you now.
sorry. I'll take a beating for it. It's fine.
All right, well, you guys should all enjoy your 420 week. I will be back on Thursday to smoke down with y'all. It's been a epic episode here. I mean, between the art and the makeup and the sax and the lists and the degenerates we talk about, we had quite the episode here today, I think, Kevin. Well, we'll see you in, what is it, 31 episodes. For Sexy Sax Man. That's like that's basically like half of what we've done so far. You have essentially half of the entire history of the podcast's worth of time to train yourself to be a sexy sax man in return for episode 100.
And then I'll never dance again.
And then I'll never dance again. All right, well, yeah, we went way long today. We will see y'all next week all over the place. Thanks for hitting the Clout route. We love you. Peace.